Hey, what was the last thing that we were saying?
Oh yeah, no, we were sitting around the table and chatting about sign language.
Mm-hmm.
And you brought up Suhaila, right?
Yeah, no, Elvis brings up Suhaila and then goes, "Oh yeah, and I guess Suhaila's in here." Looks down rapidly.
Well, she was on a trial run, and I guess it didn't really work out.
Yeah, I mean, your lessons are great. That they're definitely not the problem. Like kid looks forward to them every stops, looks at the two of them, processing, thinking, rebooting. Kid looks forward to your lessons almost every day. I'm actually like I've got some work to do right now. So like maybe you two could do a private tutoring session. Shitty grin.
Kid with one eyebrow raised, looking at Elpis like, "What are you doing?"
Okay. I mean, that's fine. As long as you're okay with it, kid.
I don't mind. Like, he looks at Troy like this confused face, like he doesn't understand what Elpis is doing. He's like,
she's got a mischievous grin, and she just kind of walks away. Okay, come get me if you need tea or snacks or anything. I'll be doing homework in my room, and I won't be coming out unless you knock, specifically for me. Okay?
okay.
Slams door loudly.
That was weird.
Yeah, kind of. Does she normally get up in the middle of a lesson and walk out during class?
Yes.
Our class gets interrupted a lot.
Yeah, ours doesn't. looks down at his sore arms, aching back, tired legs. Just thinks about Ice Brand.
I don't know what it's like to be in Ice Brand's class, but the group had to fight him, and he's also the one that was behind the tournament, which is like the worst thing that has ever happened. So I assume it's got to be pretty bad.
Oh, he wasn't behind the tournament, but he was very excited for it.
I'm just gonna blame it on him because I was really mad about that.
Yeah, that's what everybody told me. It sounds like you guys have been. It sounds like I've missed most of the year already. But it's hard to believe that we still have another semester.
Oh, God. Yeah, we do. A kid looking at the fact that school has been like almost half his lifespan.
I'm going to be 40 years old by the end of that.
I think it's probably for the best that you weren't at the tournament. It was bad. I had to fight Kalshamar and Suhaila, and Jason Azumi had to fight each other. It was bad.
Oh. Did you win?
I won against Kalshamar. He, like, kind of killed me, though. And then I, did the thing that I do, and then he was like, okay, and then I won. And then Suhaila was... She's normally so well put together, but it's like every time her mom opens her mouth, Suhaila flies into a rage. She was really mad, and she, said some mean things. And so the tournament against Suhaila wasn't great, and I lost that one.
Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. I hope things are okay with Suhaila and her mom.
I think Suhaila loves her mom a lot, and that's why she's so sensitive when it comes to her.
I see. Yeah, well, I'll be honest, kid, I feel really bad about how things went down the other day, and I want to be able to, apologize to her, but I already did, and so I don't know if it's too much. She strikes me as, the type of person who, if I apologize too much, she might see it as weakness.
Probably. I think that it's really good that you're thinking about it. I think she's calmed down a lot. She apologized to me, and I think that means she'll probably try to apologize to you too soon. So I think when she comes to you, that's when you should talk to her about it.
Yeah, I will. I'll give it a try. I mean,
Do you-
if the opportunity presents itself.
I'm sure it will. Suheila's a really good person. I'm sorry you only have seen some of the worst moments that I've seen from her, but she's really good. Do
I
you
believe
need
you.
me to be there when that happens, or are you okay being alone?
Oh no, I can talk to her. Not it's not a problem. I mean, the worst thing that can happen is that she curses at me and tells me to leave or something. Life will go on.
Kid, flashback to that time that Suheila got a little too angry and almost killed the octopus. Okay, if you're sure, I just want to make sure. Sweating.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. It was a bad time, but I'm over it.
Okay, I'm sure that she'll get over it too. She's really good. Suheila's really good. I think you guys will be good friends because you're both very good.
Oh, you're very good too, kid.
Dot 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 dot. Just like the most dumbstruck face that you've ever seen on Kid's face, which you see all the time. Kid is a baby.
This is the music now.
That's the exact sound that's happening. Just
Yeah, that's the sound that's coming out of Kid's mouth. Unfortunately, I've got the wrong icon.
Opus opens her door. What the fuck? No, I said I wouldn't interfere.
Elvis cracks her door open and just sees Kid, his hair like puff up, and then when it like goes back down, it's all blue. And he's in a different outfit, and it's great.
She blinks a few times and just slowly slides the door shut again.
giving you control. You have control. And flipping over. And seamless transition.
We did it.
Kid,
Yes.
are you okay?
Yes. Oh no.
Did you look a little different, kid? Boom! What?
There's no door there. She just broke through the wall.
you just hear like, what? Oh no! Thump. Ow! You hear door open back here, open, shut, thump, run, open door, boom. What?
Hi. Don't freak out.
What did you do?
Nothing.
I didn't do anything.
It just happened.
I didn't do any. Are you okay, kid?
I'm fine. Sweat marks.
This one is new. It's blue hair, but without hat.
Yeah. This. Okay. Okay. Kid like processing. You can see the like sparks of the gears in his head turning. This is probably Francine's form.
Oh.
Yeah. I
There.
think that maybe we should have this conversation later.
Oh. Okay. She just sort of stops and stares at you for a second, like just kind of dumbfounded.
Does it look good on me?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
looks at Troy. Sweat marks. Sweat marks. Looks at Loftus.
Can she hear me right now?
You know, I never tried talking to them when they're like this. I think most of the time they're like asleep.
Oh. Okay.
This
Well,
is a good thing because it means that I'm very close with her now.
I see.
I
She's
come
sort of
back
like
to
she's
them
sort of like,
when I'm like the most like them,
huh?
which means I'm very
Like
similar to Francine right now. Kid is like,
Francine. Well, you're like her. You're kind of like her a lot. I mean, not really, but like sometimes.
I am right now specifically.
I mean, you still look like Kid.
Mm-hmm.
But,
I mean, I always look like Kid.
huh. Wait, you said you get different powers when...
Oh, I've got a new one! I wonder what my last one was. Because Kid never triggered that one willingly.
I'm gonna get some more tea.
Oh, do you want me to go get Elvis?
No, I'm okay. Are you okay, Kid?
Mm-hmm. This happens sometimes when I embody the primary emotion of the ghosts that I'm connected to. I think. Looks at Malaise.
Malaise is smiling.
Oh, you cocky bastard.
And what emotion do you tie to Francine? And then he's sitting there thinking about it in his head, and he's like, wait a minute, nope, don't answer that. Because he's heard the conversation.
Kid is like, smiley face. He asks him that. Kid is like, closed smiley face. And he's like sweat marks appearing. Kid realizes this very quickly.
Troy is blushing and is like, oh.
I'm gonna go get Elvis now. Bye.
Yeah, what emotion? Oh.
Elvis has been waiting around the corner. Oh my god, did you see that? Did you... what are you doing?
Flops onto you.
Oh no, that was great. That went great. What's going on? You look great. You're doing good.
Do I? I think the hair is nice.
The hair is extremely nice. No, that entire situation went honestly really sweet. They both seem really sort of like down with whatever's going on. I am whispering very loud over here. I'm
gonna go get some tea.
Yeah, let's go into my room.
Turns.
You see his kid sprinting into Elvis's room.
Elvis has managed to avoid being detected this day. She turns around.
Kid like trips going in like.
That went great. Okay? So what's going on in your head right now? Aww. She smiles. Okay, so this is probably very awkward because it's like, from what I could tell, Troy is very smart and he's put together what's happening right now.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was trying to be really vague about it.
Understandable. He also has phenomenal hearing, so if he's listening to me right now, hi, Troy!
Oh my god!
Elvis keeps smiling. So,
lays on the floor.
I understand that this might be an awkward situation for both of you. So, if you want it, I could probably do something to break you out of it, or I could let this continue on if you want.
Lays on the floor and doesn't say anything.
You know
knock, knock.
Come in.
Immediately stands up and walks into here.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to eavesdrop, but I can't help it. It's just, It's just
Oh,
part of what I do.
That's okay. No, you're both doing great.
Kid
Elvis
is
looks
like
around.
doing his best to like look like he's talking to Malaise, but then immediately realizes no one but him can see Malaise, so he's like, son of a bitch.
Elvis like sees the two's relative panic, and she has a look of serene bliss that a person caught amidst a whirlpool on their way to being dragged to the bottom of the ocean could only have. Okay, so right now we're going to do something that'll probably help both of you guys. Why don't we watch a movie?
Yes.
Like I don't know, there's a lot of old I've only got old movies. Honestly, this is embarrassing. Walks over to the computer. Like I didn't come in here to study. I came in here to watch the third Naruto movie because it's how I connect to Suhaila. Scratches the back of her neck. Do you guys want to watch some ninja anime with me? Please, I'm so lost. It's so bad.
Sure. Or maybe we could watch something good.
Troy has opinions on Naruto.
Here's my counter offer.
Nice.
Let's not.
Oh, Troy's actually gonna die with Suhaila next. I see how it is. Elpis lets out the biggest, sigh of relief. Okay, good. Now that gives me an excuse to not watch this. She puts her laptop back down.
I think the only movie we own is Ponyo. We own 4 versions of it, though.
I'm down. I'm down for Ponyo.
Elpis
Kid
blinks.
getting the biggest smile ever on his face.
Elpis has a blank expression, looks at Troy, looks at Kid. Yeah, they're fine for each other. Okay, Ponyo it is. She throws her hand up in, defeat and walks out. Hey, Miss Loftus?
Yeah?
We actually finished studying early, and we're gonna watch Ponyo. We're gonna watch Ponyo again.
I look at Malaise super quick, and I'm like squinting at him.
Enjoy it now.
What does that mean?
Sincerely. Enjoy it.
Okay, I already like Ponyo.
Not Ponyo.
Ponyo, you dumb bastard.
You dolt.
Dumb. He would say dolt. He would.
Yeah. And so, the rest of you.
You are.
Elpis sits down on the far side of the couch.
Kid walks over like. He has no choice.
While all of that's going on, Miss Loftus spent a small amount of time in here being like, why do I feel like I just walked in on my teenage child making out? This is weird.
Miss Loftus has had a child for 6 months. It's like, why does this feel weird?
Yeah, why is this weird? And so, we'll go ahead and cut that one there.
That was great.
For a time, out at the old Halcyon City Stadium, the old Thunderdome.
Yes.
We come upon Ethan and Jace, who are on patrol. I mean, things don't often happen. Often happen around here, especially on game day. But never hurts to be too sure.
Jace looks around like you'd think they would be prime time for some kind of weird megalomaniac to decide to do something.
Well, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of there are a lot of sports-themed supervillains around. I think the biggest one in Halcyon City is based off of street hockey, and so luckily that's not really a stadium sport, and so it will either make the place a huge target because of that, or not very much of one because it's not relevant.
That's kind of funny.
Are you feeling okay?
Jace, who's been like kind of like, I don't really know how super responsive he usually is on patrols. He probably just lets Ethan lead and is like, I'm here also. But he's been pretty sulky this whole time. Maybe sulky? I don't know if that's the right word. He's been a little more out of it than usual.
Mm-hmm.
I this seems like I don't feel like the world is going to end. Nothing.
Oh, that's bad. I feel like that a lot too. Sometimes, a lot of time, honestly. But I'm told that is just the PTSD, and so maybe you got a case of the PTSD.
Something tells me that might not be. He like stops for a second and thinks about when he got his powers and is like, me. But I don't think that's.
I mean, it's pretty common in our line of work, to be quite honest.
I believe.
Yeah, we've got a lot of, a lot of good therapists among the metahuman community. They make a lot of, they make a lot of good money. Are you, I just, you don't seem like your usual self.
A lot has happened. A lot has been happening.
You want to talk about it?
I don't know if I can.
Oh.
He,
believe me, I know how it goes.
He sits against the tree and puts his head in his hands.
Believe me, I know how it goes. I've been living with a secret for a long time, and not just like a secret identity, like big secrets that affect the lives of me and someone who I care about to an extent. But I will say, even though I didn't mean to spill the secret, my life has gotten so much better ever since I told someone, or I guess everyone. And it didn't seem like it would at first. It was really scary, I didn't get to go home that day. Had a lot of agents asking me questions, had a lot of people asking me questions, and all I really wanted to do at the time was find Francisco and ask him what to tell them. But I couldn't. And then, they made me live with Carla for a while, which was nice, but also scary. I have 2 nephews, and they're actual monsters.
She's like blinks for a second. Like, what do they do to you?
Oh, Francisco Jr. and Carlos, they would they would say, "Hey, you're supposed to be a superhero, so why are you such a loser?" And then they would show me,
Excuse me?
well, and then they would show me like my action figure, the one that I hate, and things like that. And then they would ask me like, "Hey, where's Dad? Well, why does he spend all of his time with you and not us?" And I didn't have a solid answer for that either. Uh, but I came to appreciate their company, and I think they came to
Yeah.
appreciate mine as well. I think so. I mean, when you think about it, they're actually older than I am, but I'm just they're older than I am, but I have to act like I'm older, and eventually they sort of accepted me as maybe not their brother or even their uncle or whatever you would call our relationship, but they maybe accepted me as a friend, and I think we're friends, Jace.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say that.
And I just, you seem distracted. And when we're on patrol, that's the very last thing that you can afford to be. Like I said, things happen in an instant. You look around, nobody's around.
Nothing is happening.
There's like a goal a goal gets scored in the game, and you hear the crowd go wild, and Ethan just sort of goes, "Who was it?"
No.
Okay. Someone's winning.
He's kind of like rubbing his own hands. It's like, yeah, it sounds like their game's going great.
Yeah, but the point is, eventually I moved into the dorm, and ever since then, my life has gotten so much better and so much easier, and I don't think you would have ever been able to convince me that that was the case on the day of the tournament. That after I said what I said, the idea that I might be okay, it just seemed foreign. And so I guess what I'm really trying to say is, like, if you want to talk about a problem, uh, even if you don't want to shout it out to the world because there be big consequences for that, you can at least shout it out to me.
He looks up at Ethan and kind of considers that for a moment before, like, he pulls up his knees and curls in on himself a little bit and is like, Ethan, I'm going to end the world, and there's nothing I can do about it.
What? We can if you'd like, we can like get Ethan up to speed real quick. Yeah.
Get him Enda.
And so the sun is setting, people are leaving the arena, and Ethan is just like, "Oh. Huh.
Yeah.
Well, that's from... Are you sure you can trust the source? I mean, I'm not saying I don't trust a future Roland, but what I am saying is that I don't trust our Roland not to scruff up his hair and then pretend to do this to make a fool out of you for beating him at the tournament."
Well, I mean, I have seen them both in the same place, but he's a genius, so God knows. And I have considered that he has been wrong on all accounts so far, but regardless of whether or not anything he says is true, he does seem determined to kill me. So,
Well, don't worry. We're not gonna let that happen. I'm not gonna let that happen.
oh, believe me, I wasn't going to either.
Yeah. Uh, you know, uh, I was thinking a little bit about that conversation that we had with Suhaila, or the slight, almost altercation we had, uh, and I, I don't know why I'm telling you this. I should really just tell it to her, but I really appreciated, even though I didn't say it at the time, I did appreciate what she was trying to do. I got where she was coming from, and I was very impressed with her instinct to protect. And I was also a bit humbled by the fact that anyone would spend that on me. It's the instinct that we have to have. I'm so used to throwing myself in front of a grenade or a bullet or a knife to try to stop somebody else from getting blown up or shot or stabbed, that having at least the intention there when she believed I was in danger was nice. And I think at the time I was very confused because I didn't understand. I mean, I get it, but if what you're saying is true, Francisco is infected.
He kind of like winces a little bit. I don't.
Which would account for maybe his weird behavior. I I hadn't really seen him smile like that in a long time, and I figured he just was, becoming manic after spending so long being depressed because of all of the pressure coming down on him lately. Uh, and so maybe I thought, I don't know, maybe he's on his way out. But if what you're saying is true, and he has like some kind of psychic brain parasite or whatever, that's probably something he should know.
Yeah.
Unless he already does, in which case we've got a bigger problem.
I don't know. I don't know how. Like I know how mine's interacting with me, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm suddenly very glad that I have decided to go against every, or to follow and believe in every instinct I've ever had about the idea of taking your powers. Uh,
Yeah, it may have saved you quite a bit of trouble.
hmm. Yeah. Well, we can figure this out, and I don't think hiding something this big is. I don't think it's good. It's. I mean, I understand why you're doing it, and I understand your concerns. And believe me, I had just as many concerns. My existence is illegal. I thought they were just going to execute me. uh,
It's like,
and when they didn't, I was pleasantly surprised. Is probably the best way I can put that. Uh, I, I don't know what has happened in your past that makes you think that. So the thing talks to you too, right?
eh, it didn't used to. At least not openly.
Well, if it talks to you, what does it what sort of stuff does it tell you? You're feeling a slight tugging at the chest.
He puts his hand over the artifact. I just that it wants to help.
It
Stuff
wants
about harmony.
Hmm. Uh okay. Um and it kind of helped you with your powers, right?
Yeah, it's like a booster or something.
Okay. Well,
Which is why Imutar's powers seem to have come back full swing. It's kind of what it does.
but Roland believes that it'll cause an apocalypse.
Hmm.
Hmm. He sort of sits and ponders on that for a second. Jeez. If this is a parasite that boosts the powers of anybody it comes into contact with, then it sure hit the jackpot when it got Francisco. I'm a little worried about that. But I will honor whatever your wishes are about it. If you've got a secret, if you don't want anybody to know about it, that's fine. I'm not going to tell a soul, but I think you should probably talk to somebody who is a little more knowledgeable about it. Where did it come from?
Merit.
Hmm. And you don't want to talk to them because they're the ones who will lock you up. Do you know where Merritt got it?
Uh, well,
I don't.
Pandora brought it over, but I don't know how it ended up in Merit's hands.
Hmm.
They just kind of brought it in one night.
I see. So it came from Pandora? Well, maybe. I mean, I'm sure you've already asked Elpis.
I think her information is foggy at best. She has some, she doesn't have others, and I don't think it's always easy for her to get it to get to it.
I see. What about that one that attacked the city? The one that kind of looked like Elpis? What happened to
Oh
her?
God, I don't. Fuck if I know. I think she's around somewhere.
Well, I can do some research on it if you'd like.
Yeah, yeah. If you can find anything, I don't.
Yeah, yeah, we can do that. I don't know how, but I can try to get in touch with her. Do you think Elpis might know how to get in touch with her?
Oh, I probably. I guess they went camping or something while I was
What?
with you.
Oh, uh,
Yeah.
well, I mean, it's fine. We had a good time. Remembers punching each other in the gym.
Fighting
Hmm.
until death.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. And just next time you see Elpis, tell her that I would like to talk to that other one, if possible. Uh, you don't have to say about what, if you know you don't want to explain all of this to Elpis. Uh, but yeah, just tell her that I'm interested in talking to her, and then from there I'll see if I can figure out what she knows. And if you could back me up, because I don't know how ugly things might get. She
mean, of
did
course.
try to destroy the city.
Yeah, I don't think we have to worry about that happening again, but you know, I'm not gonna let anything happen to you.
I appreciate that. Me neither. I mean, like towards you. We'll figure it out.
I'll totally let stuff happen to me.
Yeah, it's been displayed 1,000 times that I am totally willing to let stuff happen to me. Yeah. All right. Well, looks like people are clearing out of here, so I'd call that a super successful trip.
Yeah, no.
High five! Nobody blew up anything.
Good for us.
High five!
Ethan is high five.
High five! Yeah. All right. And Jace, I know it feels like you've got the whole world on your shoulders now, but that's just sort of what we do every day. And I think if you are able to take this problem and think of it the same way you would think of how to stop a bank robber or how to get a child out of a building without it blowing up or something like that, or how to stop a supervillain or a wizard riding a dinosaur through the city.
The longer Ethan goes, Jace is looking at him like...
Or the oncoming secret wars held beneath our very feet. You will be able
Come back
to.
Here, Ethan.
Huh? Oh, you'll be able to compartmentalize and solve this problem just like it were any other. And you've got my help, and I'm sure you've got the help of everybody else.
Yeah, I guess. God, it's the end of the world, Ethan. It's
the end of the world is a surprisingly common occurrence. Not like it happens, but like the threat of it happening. There's probably like 3 or 4 different plot lines going on somewhere else where the end of the world is at stake. That's just the world we live in.
Huh. Sounds pretty trivial when you put it that way, huh?
I mean, it's a big deal. I wouldn't want to be the one to cause it. So we've got to protect your name. We've got to protect your name, if nothing else. I mean, like the world too, but you know, we've got to protect the world and your name, if nothing else.
Well, Ethan, we gotta at least make sure you look good, buddy.
Right. We'll focus on the world. My name's already got a few bruises on it. I'm not worried about me.
Well, bruises heal, and so will this. And so, yeah, the two of you kind of chit chat for a little bit and get it going. Was there anything else you wanted to drop down, or is this a good point to?
I'm good.
Okay.
Nico, I high five you. Nico, I high five you. Same goal.
And so, what do we wish to do next? I feel like we should do something with Azumi.
Yes. Yeah, I very strongly want to go talk to Suhaila. I wanna see what status training is, because we had that dangling plot thread the other day, and regardless of how it goes, I think probably Elpis and Suhaila will exchange words, good or ill. Regardless of how it goes, Elpis's ribs are re-cracking and she's calling Azumi. Like, I don't know how it's happening, but we are getting Azumi in on the scene because Elpis has been trying to tough it out up to this point, and she's literally going to be like, I have a friend who can heal this shit. Hold on. Pulls out phone, calls.
Yeah, and I think Yeah, I think we can probably like compartmentalize a lot of that into like to getting to the point where Elpis like so Suhaila and Elpis sort of get together and what the idea was that you wanted to train.
Yeah, let's.
We're gonna be
I'd like to request that we set this at the junkyard, and it's because they had like tentatively picked out. This was the time they set up to train before shit happened, and so it's like questionably. I mean, she never canceled, so
Yeah, and that's fine. I'm a okay with the idea that time is an illusion and that this is
yes.
things
time is an
actually got.
illusion, and so are pads.
And so uh, and
I
so
mean,
yeah,
Elpis probably fucked off out of Ponyo at some point. Rip in peace, kiddo. Like, she's like, oh no, I just remembered. I've actually got to be at training. I'll leave you two alone. Jumps over the couch. Horrible, horrible sister.
and so yeah, let me pull everything over. And
By the time I get back, there better be an inexplicable lipstick stain on the couch.
Elpis isn't that gross.
and so yeah, we've got this, and so yeah, the training is we jump in and the training's in full swing.
Oh no, it's not. Sorry. We jump in. Elpis shows up.
She's
Halo.
ready. She's so stoked, and
Elpis is fucking ready to go. Suhaila is sitting on something rusted and tetanus giving, and has brought the record player here and is just sitting with her head in one hand listening to an opera.
she stops and looks around. Is it cool if we basically do this scene in two short phases? One with Ellie like talking Suhaila through her current situation, and then phase 2 being calling Azumi and having Azumi give her peace.
Yes,
Mhm.
I think that makes sense.
You could do like hey, let's feel better. Then, okay, let's train, and then cut to like training has happened. Now,
Yeah,
her.
or
Let's train. First blow. Oh,
regardless of what happens, one of Elpis's ribs is recracking. Like, that's how we get Azumi in. It doesn't matter. That is a fixed point in the universe.
Yep. The timeline.
Yeah, no, this is the most central thing. Okay, so Elpis wanders into the junkyard. She's got actually something wrapped in like a cardboard slung over her shoulder, and she sees Suhail and she goes, "Oh, I honestly expected to see more cars flying above the tree line. What's going on?"
Huh? Oh, hey, Ellie.
Yeah.
Pull up a seat.
Okay. She sits down on the definitely has to get checked out after sitting on this bumper, and like scooches down and looks over. You're not breaking things.
No, there's not really much point, is there? Not really. Yeah. Shit. I just realized. I know I said we were gonna train. I'm not really feeling it tonight.
Yeah. Really? Like the last time we were here, you said. Well, you said for you, crosses her arms. The cars are kind of like your problems, and you crushed the crap out of them to crush your problems, right?
Yeah. I don't think that was right. I think sometimes maybe the thing you have to crush is inside you, and you can't do it without, destroying your lungs or whatever.
Elvis blinks a few times. honestly, you sort of had me for like the first 75% of that. That last 25 is really worrying, though. Why are you thinking that way? This is I realize I haven't been around when you've had struggles to find a word for it, like breaks eye contact, trouble, I guess, before. I it's like I kind of wanted to talk to you about the fact that you can't really just crush all your problems, but dear God, not like this. She's looking over and like looks genuinely concerned. Suhaila, what's going on? What's actually going on here?
She kind of swings her legs a little bit and kicks some small piece of junk with a completely normal teenage girl amount of force, sending it like 1 foot. Clatter, clatter. I messed up. Every time I think I hurt Kid again.
Oh.
Every time that Why is it every time I get scared, he's right there to get caught in the crossfire?
Oh.
Either he's got shit luck or I do.
I honestly scratches the back of her neck. Could be sort of both. I think in your own way you're kind of lucky though. I saw a kid earlier today, and if there's anyone who's gonna get caught when you're scared or afraid, Kid might be the strongest person to be in a situation like that. He's resilient, he's bright, and he's not dumb like I am. So I need to be here asking you exactly why you're hurt. Well, he probably already gets it. She looks over and like offers a pretty uneasy smile. He's doing fine, but I can tell you aren't. This is like I don't want to act like it's off-putting that you being in pain is some sort of imposition or problem, but at the same time, it is pretty unusual, so I feel compelled to ask. How do you think you hurt Kid?
Hang on. She fiddles with the record player for a second. It's getting to the finale of Act 2.
Elpis respectfully waits.
It's an Italian aria, and I assume neither of them actually knows Italian.
No.
It's really beautiful.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Do you know what they're saying?
I mean, I can't actually. I don't know the words, but I looked up on Wikipedia what this one's about.
She stops and looks over. Is it? It sounds.
She's sad because she feels like she can't go home again because it's not home anymore.
Oh. Elvis looks down and like picks at her fingers.
I really.
Oh, you go.
I really ass blasted Troy.
Elvis is looking down, waiting for the exact language you'd use, and her eyes snap open with an almost metallic grinding sound at that. Kid Kid told me what happened. You did. She looks over. There's no way around it. I've seen Troy since, and I don't think he really knows how to handle it 100% either. I heard the context, I guess, but none of the specifics really. I'm not gonna go ahead and try to pry. I think you're carrying something around with you that's yours, and I don't want to force that out of you, but I at least if even if I don't know what it is, I want to know what it means to you, if that makes sense. I don't want to know what happened. I want to know what's going on with you.
I'm a really small person. I got so I was so pissed off, and I just wanted to be pissed off at my mom and at Troy. All these people telling me how I should feel. And I was for a while. And that I know how to live like that. I don't know how to live like this.
Oh,
Ellie, I'm really scared. I'm so scared.
She moves over and like offers a very 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 light touch on the back, like genuinely afraid that it'll make Suhaila like start or something.
It feels like it did back then.
Right.
Like everyone, people are telling me that everything is fine, and it feels like a lie. And I just want to know how I can fix it, and I don't know. And back 6 years ago, I didn't know what was happening. It just happened. And there was nothing I could do. And I would have given anything to make it stop. But I couldn't. Because I was weak.
Oh, this is rubbing your back.
And when it somehow I made it out, but I'm still waiting for things to be normal again. And I'm starting to think it will never happen. I thought at least I told myself I was going to be the strongest hero, stronger than anyone, because that way I could protect other people. I told you that I could protect you. I told Jace that I could protect him. I told Kid I would protect him. It was all... I was lying, Ellie. I can't protect you. I couldn't protect myself, and I can't protect you. And it was never about protecting you, because I just I don't want anything like that to ever happen to me again. And I guess I thought if I could protect you, that it meant I could protect myself. That I would never have to feel that way again. And I can see it. I can see it all starting to happen again. Something is going to happen. Whether it's Ganymede or this green thing, something is going to happen. And as soon as it does, I'm going to be that scared little girl again. And it's going to be just like before. I'm just going to sit there, powerless.
Elpis flat out just throws her other arm around Suhaila and just like sort of cradles her head and just whispers to the side, Suhaila, I don't think you need me to tell you how many times you've saved me. But I think right now, this is the time that you're helping me out the most. Because I've wanted to help you in the same way that you've helped me all along, and for the first time, I feel like I'm starting to understand this burden that you carry. I I feel it too. I feel just this incoming storm that I don't know how to handle, and you've been shouldering that all on your own. You've been our figurehead smashing through the waves, and I can't tell you how grateful I've been and how worried I've been the entire time. So, Hila, no one should have to bear that. No one should have to bear this all on their own. You're protecting me, yeah, but I'm grateful because it feels like you're giving me a chance to protect you right now. I won't offer you a promise that I can save you in the same way that you saved me, but I can at least promise to watch you and learn. I think I know better than anyone your good points at this point. She pulls back and sort of smiles, wiping away tears. It's with every step I can tell you've broken something or lost something in the past and you're afraid of losing it again. Suhaila, it seems like you're so afraid of that weakness, but does knowing about a weakness really make you weaker, or does it make you stronger and smarter? You've experienced a lot more than anyone has, and I can see that weight crushing down on you. Like every step you're buckling under something huge and gargantuan that would crush me in an instant. And anyone else who had seen that even for a second would use that weight to bludgeon others. We've seen it with the adults in our lives. We've seen it with the other kids. But you're just carrying it, and you're using it to make sure that no one else goes through what you went through. Elpis is fucking bawling at this point, tears rolling down her face.
Comfort or support?
Okay.
Sure.
I'm doing it. Please, Ed. Please, for the love. Yes!
Hooray!
She pulls away and she's crying, and she grins at you, like wiping away tears. Suhail, I'm sure you've realized it right now, but strength. You talk a lot about strength, but strength isn't how much damage we can do to others. We're heroes, right? Strength is we're more than whatever wounds we carry. Strength is how much we can survive, and you're strong. You're already so strong. You might be small, but that's part of why you're strong. Suhaila, you're stronger than anyone. So don't get mad at yourself for showing a little weakness sometimes. That's sort of part of your strength too. She's smiling.
Suhaila, clear condition or mark potential?
I will clear angry. Now, Suhaila has been kind of like limply letting you comfort her for most of this, and I guess at some point, as you pull away a little, you can see her makeup is fucking annihilated.
Mine too. I have clown makeup.
I was gonna ask, but it didn't seem like. I wish I felt like a different person now. Sometimes when I think about that night, it feels like someone else's memories. I guess that's something you would know about.
Kind of shrugs in a more abstract sense.
I don't know if I don't know if I can do it, Ellie. I don't know if I can ever accept that girl and me are the same person.
She leans forward and just like she leans forward and hugs you again.
You're not getting 2.
That's fine. Go on.
All right.
That's fine. We're gonna keep bouncing on this Koopa shell until I start getting 1-ups.
Yeah, no, Elpis shakes her head, sort of like burying it partially in your shoulder that doesn't have spike shoulder pads on it. She winds up wiping some nose and clown makeup on your shoulder, and I'm sorry. Suhaila, for what it's worth, I'm so happy you are who you are, and I don't want to act like that's justifying what you've been through, or acting like it was all worth it, because that's up to you to decide. But Suhaila, you're so much more. You're so much more than this hurt. You're an entire person. Even if this is the hole in your armor, like you're more than that. You're more than your armor. You're more than your strengths and your weaknesses. You're you, and I'm just happy to know you. And thank you for revealing that weakness to me, because I feel like I can share some of mine. She's pulling away and is absolutely gripping her side. Some more literal than others. I think I dislocated a rib with that last hug, actually.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, that was a little audacious on my part. I might have gotten a little caught up in the moment. She like leans over. Okay.
Do you want me to take you to a hospital?
No, it's fine. I can reset. Wait. No, we know a healer. I'm so stupid. I am so stupid. Elvis is looking down and smacking her forehead.
Yeah. Oh boy, one brain cell between the two of us.
Elvis looks back, actually immensely relieved
Okay.
that Suhaila seems to have picked it up slightly. Okay, I'm just gonna text Azumi really quick. I hope she isn't busy.
Azumi, what are you up to?
So at this moment, she's probably in deep meditation because she knew something weird happened. She had a little bit of a nightmare. I wonder about what. And so she's taking the advice and just doing her daily meditation, trying to make sure that everything is calm, that she has full control over who she is, because that's still a problem for her. She's doing her deep breathing exercises, coming out of it, and she's feeling a little sad that she might have been a little too hard on Jace before. He did have some good points about everything he was saying, and Roland was probably a little too harsh.
Mostly good points. All good points, really.
Yeah.
Roland had a shit argument.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. And so, so what I would like you to do is, I would like you to give me a superior roll.
Okay.
And on a complete success.
Just tell me what happens on a miss, dude.
All right. On a miss, meditation doesn't go so hot. It's just kind of like your head feels fuzzy. Nothing feels quite right, and I'm actually gonna have you take a condition.
Oh, another one. hey, Jay, that's 3.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Collecting this shit like Pokemon cards.
Man, it felt so good to have 0.
Yeah.
and then one bad decision has led to a nat 3 conditions.
So, it's just kind of like it's like you kind of like you get out of the meditation, but you don't feel like you got any of the benefits from it. You just kind of have this like fugue, and like now your back hurts a little bit because of the way you were sitting.
Do I pick the condition or do you?
Oh, you can pick it.
She probably feels a little guilty because she was pretty hard on Jace before, even though he did have really good points.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so you kind of snap out of it a little bit. You look around. You look around your room. You look up at your little lights and stuff, and you're back in the real world, so to speak. And so you hear Zuzu.
Okay. Coming, Dad.
He back rolls over the couch using only his super powerful core, and he comes over. He opens the door. Oh, there you are. I just wanted to make sure you heard me. Dinner's just about ready.
Oh, yay, what are we having?
What are we having? Hot dogs. That's what I thought. I smelled hot dogs.
Ooh. It doesn't really... You know what the problem is, Dan? It doesn't beat like good old-fashioned grill before we moved here.
No.
Don't tell Mom I said that.
Well, we've got all this homogenized kitchen equipment. They had to make all these places, all of these little apartments pretty samey. But we've made it our home. Mm-hmm. He sort of looks around.
Yeah, did Mom cook the food like when you don't have a grill and just broiled hot dogs in a pan?
Oh yeah, it's boiled. Yeah, boiled hot dogs. Yeah, they're boiled. They're weak. They're floppy.
Me back to my childhood.
There's no snap, and there's cans of Hormel chili.
Chili, decadent.
Yeah, and some Mexican shredded cheese because it's a fiesta, and so.
Hey Austin, can I get that but more defeated?
Yeah,
it's not possible.
No, I have lived a life. I have had many burdens.
Azumi comes up to the table. She knows where she likes to eat. Right next to the ping pong table.
Here you go. She flips it around, and ironically, there's never any salt on the food, which you would think is ironic, but it's just the fact that there's not enough left after using them for their spiritual purposes. And not that you would want salt on hot dogs anyway. At least I don't think. And so yeah.
No, she just wants her mom knows how she likes it, extra chili.
Mm-hmm.
Wash away the taste
so
that is
much
broiled.
Chili.
Gotta wash away the taste that is broiled hot dogs.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nobody knows how to make hot dogs. And so yeah, your dad goes over and kind of grabs the net off of the things so that you can have a nice standing family dinner together.
Y'all are monsters.
It's functional and efficient.
he sets up his hot dog on one of the paddles like it's a plate. And he just picks up the plate and he picks it up by the paddle and he's like, oh yeah, this is a great idea, huh?
It's very clean. The only things that touch that are plates and ping pong balls.
Oh my god.
This family's a
Holy
fucking
shit.
wreck.
Oh my god.
So how have your grades been?
It's funny. I'm actually doing better than Jay's for once.
Oh, well, that's good. He's not upset, is he? He's not like falling behind or anything.
I don't think he's upset. I don't really think he really cares that much if his grades are high or low. I don't know but his parents probably might.
Indeed, high school. I remember. Back then, there was nothing further from my mind. Just trying to go around and pick up girls. I mean, that was what I was up to.
Is that how you met Mom? I kind of forget how you guys met.
Oh no, we met in college.
Oh.
Yeah, we met in college. It was. I think we had the same government class or something like that, and your dad was like, he was a really handsome guy, and he was really in shape, and
Don't you mean still handsome? She gives her mom a wink.
I hate his beard.
Holy shit.
Oh, you're
Azumi
just
takes a
saying
big
that.
bite of her hot dog and just starts chewing like, I can't get in trouble if there's food in my mouth.
You're just saying that. We've had this discussion before. You know I am not just saying that. Oh, and then at that point you get a little text.
Who's texting me? And she pulls out her phone and Azumi's with her family. They're not gonna judge. She pulls out her phone and sees a text from Elpis of all people. What does the text say specifically?
Help, I broke my ribs, flower emoji. They really hurt, flower emoji.
Location pinned.
Yeah, location. Elpis is trying to share with you her location. Flower emoji.
You see Azumi take the rest of her hot dog and like almost like she's at a carnival trying to beat somebody in a food eating contest, just shoves the rest of the hot dog down and just hops up like, emergency!
There you go. That was some solid hot dog eating. My turn. Oh.
A friend got hurt. They said they want me to come over and help them. So I'm gonna go. Sorry.
Okay, be responsible with your magic.
I will. Love you.
Yeah. Love you too. And so you go rushing out. Whoop. Benny's not here. Benny is in other places.
Of course he is. Jace isn't home.
And so yeah, you go rushing off, and everyone's like, "Bye, Azumi. Have fun."
Bye.
She's just rushing. Like you just see like, oh no, how did they get hurt? And just goes out the door.
And so yeah, you rush over to the place pinned on your GPS, which is in a junkyard, and you sit there and you think for a second, did a bad guy steal Elpis's phone and is now trying to lure me into a trap?
You know it's Elpis because she uses the flower as a code.
Yeah.
And that is the only thing that makes you feel fairly certain.
No villain could crack the code. That is just put a flower emoji in it.
No, she uses like a disgusting amount of flower emojis. Like you're honestly sick of them.
You come in and like you come to the little teller gate and like LaRose is there and he's like, what do you need?
My friend says they're here and that they're hurt, but this can't be right. This place is a mess.
Well, I apologize for not having cleaner garbage. However, yes, there were some girls that went in earlier. You're probably friends with them, yes?
Oh, yeah, that's probably them. Could you let me
by, when you said when you said they were hurt, what kind of hurt?
Shit, are you a solicitor? I'm not going back to jail.
And she looks at her rib. She looks at the text. Cracked rib. Cracked rib.
Cracked rib. I'm not here today. Your candles. And he gets up just like knocks shit over on his table and starts like making it look like the place got broken into. And just before he gets into his car and then drives away. Oh, he also unplugs the security cameras and like smashes them.
No way.
I'm not getting sued this time. Click. And you make your way in.
Elpis, did that weird man hurt you? He just ran off.
Elpis slowly turns around. It's just like, that's why I'm saying I could probably train even with the cracked. I mean, what? Who? Strange man? Is there a villain about? She spins around and is looking.
No, shady junkyard user didn't have anything to do with it this time.
What do you mean this time? Elvis says, turning around.
Yeah, she's right here. I think she's got. Your rib is like, it's actually. Is it cracked or dislocated?
I don't know the difference. Ribs are new to me.
Okay.
She's like gripping it. Listen, I hit that tree really hard the other day and I haven't really recovered from it. She kind of mumbles.
All right, can you lay down or does it hurt too much?
No, I can lay down. She throws herself.
Let me find a real ass mattress for you instead of like a radiator.
Oh wow, a junkyard mattress, my favorite. Elvis gets an expression.
Hey, I don't want you sleeping on an ironing board again, okay?
Azumi just blinks like,
you live here?
Elpis blinks a few times. What's it to ya?
I think I understand why you have a cracked rib now.
Azumi knows the Elpis lives with kids.
They're just fucking with each other. She jumps on the mattress. Okay, this is what I cracked it the other day when I hit that tree going Mach 3, and it hasn't really fixed itself yet, which is frustrating. It's been 3 days, and I've applied a lot of medicinal clown makeup, and none of it's working.
Well, I did kind of do like a quick patch-up job, hoping it would naturally heal, but no, I guess it needs just a little bit more. Here.
She comes over and puts her hands over your abdomen and starts radiating magic. There's no green in this, it's just a basic healing spell. It takes a good few minutes. But Azumi looks towards both your messed up makeup and Suheila's messed up makeup, and just while the spell is in effect and waiting, she just goes,
"So, what are we crying about today?"
Suheila steps back like she's been shot.
This is like a real conversation I had in high school.
Azumi, comfort or support?
Ooh, okay.
With magic.
With magic. Do I have influence over Elpis? I think I do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I just gotta
You'll
double
need
check.
it.
Yeah, I might. Here we go.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh
if only I
jeez!
didn't have those 3 conditions.
Remember to mark all this sweet potential.
Oh yeah, I'm forgetting. Oh, I have unlocked a new advancement.
Oh, that's great. So let's really quick talk out how what a failure here means.
Oh, I've got it.
Okay,
Let
okay.
me. So
I've got it.
a
Go,
failure at any point means I get to make a move.
Oh shit, okay.
That is essentially what it is, and I do it every time. I do it every time, whether I gave Azumi a condition in that case that we saw earlier.
She's dead already. Look at her. She's got 5.5.
She's still got 3. She's still got.
fine.
She could still take almost half a beating.
3 conditions and perfect ribs.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
What a
we'll
life,
fix
what a
one
life.
of those. And so let me see what all I can do. The downsides.
I mean, if we look at the situation, right? Well, Azumi just walked in on a conversation between Suhaila and Elpis that she wasn't invited to, and it was only invited
Oh, she
to
was
because
invited.
Ellie got hurt.
Yeah. I think
Also, they're in a junkyard and just informed an adult that one of them got their ribs cracked.
really there's a lot of balls in play right
There's a
now.
lot of balls in play right now.
And I left my ping pong mallet at home.
Yes.
Okay,
Azumi has
I
a
know
half-eaten hot dog in her mouth.
I know what has happened.
Okay, fantastic.
I'm not telling you.
Oh shit, okay.
Oh,
cool.
okay. All right.
Oh, you just get okay.
Okay, you
Roll
just
the footage.
Okay, so Elpis hears the what are you guys crying about? Gets an impending feeling of terror for no reason in particular. Shakes her head once and just goes, "Oh, okay." She looks over to Suhaila, seeing how comfortable she is. Elpis looks down and just goes, "Well, Suhaila said a thing that I guess touched on something personal for me. I guess I don't know. I cry really easily." She looks down, but I've been. She's trying to see at least partially do that thing where you socially cover for a friend to see if they'll join in the conversation.
Suhaila
and offer their
kind
own.
of looks down at the ground for a little bit. Nah. I think the jig is up. You'd have to have cried and then rubbed your face back and forth across mine for this to happen. Points
Elpis
at her own
blushes.
face.
Elpis fucking blushes, beat whatever color she'd blush. she goes, she looks at Azumi and then back at Suhaila. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you guys are gonna,
Suhaila sits down again. You just keep lying there, Ellie. Wait until you have a rib again. Yeah. I've been having kind of a hard time these past, I don't know, few days, I guess, but really ever since that stuff happened with that guy and my mom.
Oh, back on the roof?
Yeah, you were there. You were there for it. You probably know better than me.
Yeah.
I mean, care to explain?
I know we talked about it a little bit after the tournament when we were in the hospital together.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I can handle not being able to win and not being able to overcome whatever's in front of me.
Oh.
I'm when someone is threatening me or someone that I care about, I would do anything to make it stop. And usually that means breaking them. I don't really have a plan B if that doesn't work. I still can't really believe that when, like, after you got stabbed in that last match, you just turned around and healed Dulaha instead.
What's so hard to believe about that? I didn't want to hurt her really bad.
Azumi, I didn't want to become a murderer.
But she was like, she'd already run you through once. Like, what made you think she wasn't just gonna do it again?
Well, if she did it again, I would just keep fighting. The problem was I lost.
I don't know if I'd ever be able to be okay with being weaker than someone. With, just being at their mercy.
Well, here's a little secret, Sahela. No one's the strongest at anything. I mean, it's something I learned with magic. I mean, there's kind of a weird elemental circle going around. Water beats fire, fire beats air, yada yada yada, but just because you're the best at something doesn't mean that someone who's also the best at something might be better or worse than you at combat, I guess, in this instance. But the point is just you just keep doing what you do until it fails. And we just try not to think about it if it fails or not.
That's a pretty hard sell, that last part.
Elvis on the ground. It's okay to think about your problems. Ow!
Sorry. It's gonna hurt.
I'm setting,
No, that's okay.
setting hurt no matter what you want.
I feel like I understand you both a lot more after this conversation. She says from the ground.
I mean, pulling back to my fight with Dula, what's to say next time we fight that I don't win this time around? Just because she beat me once doesn't mean she's stronger than me. Everything changes and it just moves on. Can't really think about what happens now, just how we're gonna keep getting stronger. Plus, we're kids, you know? It's not like we're supposed to be the strongest yet.
That would be fine if we weren't, we didn't have all this shit coming for us all the time. Ugh.
Yeah, I can kind of understand why, given the current circumstances, it might be hard to feel like you have time for yourself. But you do. Ah!
I mean, we all made it this far, right? And part of the reason why we made it this far is because, we're a team. Just because one of us lacks something, the other makes up for it. I mean, you guys called me because you knew I would be able to help with Elpis's rib.
That's true.
You don't have to be the best at everything. Even if you're not, you just take that as motivation to keep growing. At least that's what the wizards told me when I was really struggling with magic. You just keep trying.
Elpis slowly sits up in a cross-legged position, the rib mostly fixed. I think that's a really good point. We're like, as a whole, we tend to go towards poles or oh boy, that feels great actually. She stretches. We tend to go towards poles or extremes, like wanting to be the strongest so we might never get hurt again, looks furtively at Suhaila. Or like relying on the team as a whole to cover for like whatever we might be missing, looks at Azumi. I think I think we have a lot to learn from each other, like a lot, because I don't really think any of us has the answer to any of this. But maybe we can group think it. She looks down. I like something clicked with me for a second. Something that Azumi said. I feel like Suhaila. Do you know anglerfish? Elvis makes a fish with her hands.
Oh, the ones with the doinker.
Yeah. I the way that you've been showing sort of weakness so far has been like you're really ashamed of it, but I think it's almost the Suhaila way to sort of like, if you have a vulnerability like that, to draw people in and use that to like beat the crap out of anybody that comes after you. She relaxes back on the mattress.
It's your ninja way, Suhaila.
I watched 300 episodes of Naruto. It's like ingrained in me at this point. But like suddenly it's clicking to me why you snapped at Troy. Did it feel like it was coming for you?
I'm gonna be honest. At first, I was just really suspicious of him. Like, I thought maybe he was trying to get close to Kid to get at
he's trying to
me,
get close to.
or-
I mean, sorry. Go on.
What?
Elpis turns and looks away on the mattress. No, you were about to make a point. Go on.
Okay. I thought maybe he was doing that because he had some kind of Ganymede evil plan going, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't now.
I don't think it's an
I'm-
evil plan. Pulling off to the side.
When we were talking the other day, I mean, he said some things about me and Ganymede, which kind of set me off, but I think the reason I had to get up in his face and I just couldn't stand. I was trying so hard to be scary and tough and shut him down and shut him up, and he didn't get upset. He didn't get scared. He just kept talking like it was totally normal. And it reminded me a little of I'm not used to that. People who aren't scared of me can hurt me in a way that most people can't, you know?
Ellie like looks at Azumi for a second, then looks back to Suhaila. I remember what I said a little earlier about kind of using what you're carrying around as Like you're carrying that weight so that none of us have to face something like that. You don't use it like a bludgeon. I think in that case, you might have been a little bit. She looks down. I think that's.
I know. He didn't deserve it. I said something really shitty to him.
Yeah, kid told Ellie that
Elpis looks at Azumi and mouths really quickly, "I will fill you in."
Okay.
She looks back. I don't think you need to be mad at yourself for being mad. I think you can be mad at yourself for being tactless, though. Because you were tactless. Elpis gets a determined look for a second.
Yeah. I gotta talk to Kid myself, and I probably gotta talk to Troy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have to agree that easy.
Elpis smiles at you. No, you do. You're Suhaila, I'm not. I don't wanna act like I'm preaching to you or anything, because mostly it seems like you figured all of this out yourself, and you're just waiting for someone to just like give you that final shove. Looks at Azumi. You're a lot tougher and more adaptable than you think. Like I said, you look like a person who's endured a lot of hurt, and you sort of know your way around it already. So whatever we could do to support you chart this course, we're obviously here.
I don't really get what happened, but if you feel like you want to apologize and nothing's stopping you, you shouldn't feel afraid about it.
Yeah.
As long as you're happy with your decision.
Everybody here clear a condition.
Yeah!
Oh, thank God.
Can I
Elpis texts that to Azumi while she's talking.
Definitely angry.
Oh yeah.
So we know the next scene is gonna be Ellie, Jace, and Kid, yeah?
Yeah, could we
I was wondering if maybe it could be Kid and Jace and Ellie were supposed to go to the mall after Ellie was done talking to Suhaila.
Oh, I'm inviting everybody
maybe
here
it's-
to the mall right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know,
everybody-
What I was thinking is maybe Jace and Kid were already heading there, so Jace and Kid could have their scene, and
They
then
get
these
there
three show up.
first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That
Yeah.
sounds good.
I
Yeah.
was just gonna say
They
that
get
'cause I
there
figured
first. Yeah,
This scene's gonna transition into that one, I assume.
makes sense.
Yeah.
So,
Look, we're
Kid?
done being sad. We're going to the mall. And we're gonna get some new makeup for you two, and then we're gonna get flowers for all our dates. I'm gonna get some for Roland, you're gonna get some for Nalani, and you're gonna get some for Jace.
gotcha splitting.
Oh my god, yeah, Gotcha feels a disturbance in the distance.
What do you mean? Gotcha doesn't
Cut
work
to
there.
Gotcha, and there's just a hollow wind blowing through
Austin.
the screen.
Austin,
Mm-hmm. Huh?
the icon.
What?
Which one?
I
Huh?
put him off screen. 'cause
Oh
it's not the-
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
look at-
you're right.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're so fucking right.
Oh.
I was trying to hide him.
That's
Don't
I
worry.
wouldn't have
Don't
noticed
worry.
We're not
if you hadn't
acknowledging
called
him.
attention to it.
As-
No, I'm going to acknowledge him, and I'm going to maul Benny if he tries to come near you.
Why would he do that? He never comes near you. He never
Like-
makes he never makes an attempt to actually see you or to actually like speak to you.
Yeah.
Well, because he knows he'll just get
I like
massively
that,
sassed
like
if he
most
does.
of the
There's no point.
icons are just kind of floating, so you can assume they're only vaguely there. But because of how Gotcha is positioned, like when she's coming like right over the railing, it looks
Yep.
like she's like actually there and actually to scale. She's just a
Yeah.
fucking giant,
Giant.
Yeah.
thing over the wall. I've got my eye on you.
There we go. Oh wait, yeah. Let me fix Nox here.
Hashtag be nice to Nox.
There we go. Now everybody just presumably has giant bodies behind these faces.
Everyone is looking down at Jace.
We're all just watching.
These faceless people
Judging.
from above.
Stressstreams.wav.
To facilitate things. Elpis got
control over kid.
Yeah, Elpis got dumped a bunch of like pretty heavy things on her last session. Can we say that Elpis filled Kid in? Because I think it would be better for everyone if we could just skip that part of the conversation.
Which part?
The
stuff with Jace?
The green stuff.
The green stuff, Kid and Elpis are on the exact same page. She told you everything she knew. That's just efficiency. Go.
Okay. Kid walks up and he's like, "Hey, Jace. Is it just us here right now?"
It looks like it. I don't think anyone else is here.
Also, I'm Kid, just in case you couldn't tell.
Yeah, no, I picked up on that. You shifted again. That's... You look nice.
Thank you. Hey, Jace,
Yeah. He's like...
He's trying to find a way to not be awkward about this. Do you know where the bathroom is here? Could you take me there?
Yeah, sure. He's here often enough. I'm having a struggle. There's the music. That was my fault. There we go. I was like, why is this so awkward? Alright, I fixed it. Yeah, it's... Come on. And he leads Kid off to the bathroom. He's here often enough. He knows where that stuff is.
Oh, sure.
Alright. Kid is going to use one of his moves.
Ooh.
I guess it's not really. I just do it, but I want to talk to my ghost really quick. Hey,
which one?
All three of them. All four of them. Three of them.
You get three.
He just wants to ask them to keep an eye out for a large man with glasses in a wizard's robe. And if he comes anywhere near the room that they're in, to tell him.
Ghosts discovered murdering Santa Claus.
Malaise
Specifically
says,
talking about Benny.
Yeah, Malaise gives you a can do. The other two look confused.
You guys remember Benny, right? He's Jace's, like, weird bodyguard guy. Because they've seen him from the Halloween episode.
Yeah, they're kind of like, they look at each other for a second and go, "Who's Jace?"
I will deal with that when I get home. You guys do what you want. Please, I'm counting on you.
The Malaise just says, "I will keep an eye out for a man bearing that description."
Malaise is on point. He's got this shit.
Yeah.
My only confidant. He goes into the bathroom when Jace reads him there, and he knocks on all of the stalls.
Weird.
Okay. He knocks on every single one.
Yeah, Jace is like, this is...
No one is in there.
You hear a child say, "I'm peeing."
Okay. Kid will wait for the child to leave.
Jace is watching Kid.
He comes out and, like, looks at the two of you. "Are you guys superheroes?"
Yes.
No.
Cool.
Yeah, Jace is watching Kid, but is like, this is probably a kid thing, so I'm not gonna address that it's weird.
I wait for the child to wash his hands and then leave.
It looks like he's not going to, but he's like not leaving. He's like really interested in superheroes. Like, he doesn't get. I mean, he lives in Halcyon City. He'll see them all on a weekly basis.
There's this really cool. There's going to be a really cool girl there with like pink hair soon, and she's like the coolest hero, and she's going to be there in like 15 minutes. If you want to get her autograph.
Let me just grab a little icon for this kiddo. We'll use this one.
Oh,
Her name is Dark Star. You might have seen her on the TV recently.
No, my mom doesn't like superheroes,
Oh,
but I
why
think they're
not?
cool.
Okay.
She says that they are she says they're bad.
Hmm. I guess some people would see it that way. It's okay though.
What do you, what do you do? What can you do? What can you do?
I take my hand off of my body.
Wow.
All right.
Can your like head cut off?
I pull my head off of my body.
He flips out. He's like, "Oh yeah, that's so cool. That's so cool." Can blah, 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 and he's just like swarming you.
Mhm.
Chase leaning against a sink like this is not.
What do you do?
Magic. Chase like, oh, I shouldn't have said that out loud. Okay.
Wait, are you talking about like the quarter behind the ear stuff? Grandpa showed me how that works.
Oh God, no.
So you do like real magic.
Jace, you just lost your one out.
Yeah.
your
This guy can,
goddamn
like,
wizard
teleport.
cred.
It's really cool. Did you know he has a partner? He has like 2 of them.
Are you the two?
I'm solo.
Are you both of them? Are you both
Oh
of
my
his
God.
partners?
Oh,
His partner is also going to be at the fountain in just a minute. All 3 of our friends are going to be at the fountain in just a minute, so we should probably hurry.
wow! I want to come to the mall every day. There's so many superheroes here.
And then check it out.
And then he runs out.
Okay, as soon as he leaves, I close the door and lock it.
You lock the public bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
You like maybe like slip your arm into the door to prevent it from opening. But like it's a public bathroom. They're usually like push doors, like slidey sort of things. So you could probably like put your arm between the door handle.
I do whatever I need to do to keep other people from coming in here.
Oh sure, yeah.
Jace kind of.
Vinny doesn't like watch you when you're in the bathroom, right?
Jace has never
That would
thought
be
about
really
this.
weird. I'm assuming he doesn't, because that's like really creepy and a breach of privacy.
Yeah, I would hope he
Anyway,
feels the
I don't
same
need
way.
to go to the bathroom. I just wanted to talk to you.
Jace squinting like about what?
Elpis told me what happened the other day with Roland, and I've just been a little bit worried.
Jace visibly tenser is like,
about you know, because like I don't know. I'll be real. I think it's kind of really weird that like someone showed up and was like, "Hi, I'm from the future, and your friend is gonna be okay with killing you and everyone you love in a couple weeks." So I'm wondering, like, what's up? You okay? Is someone blackmailing you?
dumbfounded, just baffled, like, what? He
I just wanted to make sure that like you don't have to worry about anyone like overhearing you or like getting mad at you. I won't get mad. And so I figured this like it's rude to eavesdrop on people in the bathroom. So I figured Benny wouldn't. And if he does, I have my ghost looking for him. And if he is like using some weird magic, I will literally maul him.
He squints at Kid and is like, "You do realize I am not planning to
kill everyone? I assume so.
Okay.
Like, here's the thing, right? I know you right now don't want to kill everyone, but you in like 2 months wants to kill everyone. So I'm wondering what happens, right? Like, is someone blackmailing you? Are there people like being mean to you? Like, what's happening? What's the problem? Does Malaise show up?
Yeah. The interloper is around.
Why is he like this? Like, how around? Is he on the other side of the door, or is he in like the vents?
Oh goodness, no, he'd never fit.
I love Malaise.
No, he's just wandering around in circles. constantly moving between the Earthbound Trading Company shop and the Brookstone.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll probably he's
Is he in earshot of us?
No,
Then I think we're okay. Can you keep an eye on him for me?
I will do that.
God, Malaise is efficient.
Yeah, Malaise is good.
What a fucking good boy.
Benny
Imagine
is
what he
wandering
had to
around
give
in
up to be that
circles.
good.
God.
I hug you, Malaise. Sounds like Benny's wandering around in circles, so you're extra okay right now.
Yeah, well, Jace, like, to himself is like, he's kind of an idiot.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Holy shit, kid.
So,
Love Kid loves to shit on Benny.
Kid, no, I determined during Rush form that Kid doesn't like Benny. Like, Rush form, Kid was like, because I don't think that Rush likes Benny, and that influenced Kid to not like Benny, and that feeling has not left.
no one likes Benny.
Yeah, I don't know, like, you're like pretty cool and collected most of the time, and you were like, I'm wondering what's gonna happen, you know, with you that's gonna make you, like, I'm assuming freak out. I'm not sure. I'm just worried about you because it seems kind of out of character for you to like want to end the world. And I'm assuming it's because of an outside source putting pressure on you until you explode.
Jay's kind of like he, because his entire existence up to this point has been outside pressure.
Kid doesn't.
Well, between now and then, that's the question, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just assuming what's going on right now, right? Because normally this stuff starts and happens for an extended period of time before it actually, because you're like pretty strong, so I imagine it's going to take a while to affect you.
So you're asking me what's going on. Well, right now, I'm going to end Roland fucking Delta come at.
You're cutting it out.
Oh no!
Nico?
Oh no!
I can understand what you're saying. I'm assuming you're like, well, I've been told I'm going to end the world and Roland's going to beat my ass.
Hold on. I'm gonna...
Rip.
Yeah, Discord's been doing that for me too recently.
Alright. I have returned.
Okay.
And Roland from God knows when is gonna come after me, and if he doesn't, Merritt's gonna put me away.
So, okay, I knew Roland was a problem. Merritt's the other problem. Okay. What exactly is Merritt doing? You live there. Is there, like, specific people there? What's going on? Why do you think they're gonna put you... Where will they put you?
Oh, who knows? Who knows how many levels down Merritt goes? I don't have security clearance. I would assume if I were them, I would put me in a secure pocket dimension.
Good thing they're not you. They seem pretty dumb if they employ Benny.
Jace is like fluctuating back and forth between frustration and like, what's happening? Hold on.
Okay, so it seems like you're worried that either Roland's gonna kill you for something that you're trying to prevent, or he's going to try, you know. He is Roland. For something you're not even sure that will happen. And then Merritt is... Because they do have like a guy following you around all the time. That's a little weird. You know? I'm just saying, it's kind of fucking weird. I really don't like that guy. I really wish he would leave. It makes me very angry when he's around.
You know they call him my handler?
What?
Like a fucking wild animal.
Oh my goodness. I feel like maybe Merritt is part of the problem. I don't know if you've considered this before, but is there a way for you to, like, not be there? Is there somewhere else you could go where the looming threat of annihilation isn't constantly over your head?
Well, I have been foretold to end the world, so the looming threat of annihilation is me.
Yeah, but, like, we're gonna fix that part.
Chase stops, like, oh!
like, here's my thing, right? I feel like if we can help you, then it will be less likely to happen. And then if we just take each part that leads up to it, right? Like, I'm assuming putting pressure on you is going to make you emotionally unstable. Then someone's going to try something, and then there's going to be that weird kid that shows up. I feel like if we can deal with each one of these in parts, it'll be less likely to happen. What's up?
He has left. It
Hmm.
appears that he has given up.
God, Benny.
Perhaps he was distracted. He
Alright.
did leave with a few bags.
Oh, seems Benny left because he went shopping.
Great, fantastic.
So
Are you getting report? That was your ghosts, right?
yeah,
Oh,
I was
okay.
having them follow him so I could tell where he was located.
Ah. I'm glad that situation wasn't. I was worried that was a bad possession situation, but it seems like it's not.
Well, they said some worrying stuff when I asked them. I'm gonna deal with that when I get home. But no, they're great.
All right. Well,
Seems like they're losing their memories, but that's not a right now problem. The end of the world is. So, I feel like we should start dealing with these things in small bites because trying to stop the end of the world as a whole is going to be really difficult. And I just wanted to start by making sure you were okay and getting you into a place where you hopefully won't have a mental meltdown.
huh.
I don't know how capable I am of helping you because, like, I can't offer you a place to stay at my house. You know, like, I don't know. I feel like I just think maybe we should prioritize making sure you're okay. Then we can prioritize figuring out the steps that happen between now and then. And maybe we could, like, stop that weird kid that shows up. Sounded like Dante was a problem that we might need to deal with, Elpis said. So we
Yeah.
can find him and beat him up. But yeah, maybe I know you like Azumi also lives at Merritt, right?
Yeah.
Could you maybe talk to her, get her help with this? Because she's also like part of the green, right? And she's also like
Yeah.
probably gonna have to help with this situation, yeah?
Yeah.
'Cause sounds
Yeah,
like
she's
everyone who's
definitely
got
part
green
of
is
it.
gonna be a part of the end of the world. That means you, that means Azumi, that means everyone else. So for now, we know that Azumi, you, Hoshiko, Dullaha, and Dante are all greenified, yeah?
Imitar.
Imitar, okay. Ooh, that's okay. Alright. I think we should hold some kind of group strategy meeting.
Roughly 30 minutes later.
We are waiting by the
Food
phone
court.
area.
Jace looks dazed. Kid is pleased as punch, and Jace is like, I'm not quite sure what's happening right now, but.
Girls' night, girls' night, girls' night, girls' night.
Oh, I wonder if they have a party city here. I do need more makeup. She's like looking around.
Hang on. Before we go anywhere where we're possibly going to run into Jace,
Okay.
Oh yeah, he does come to the mall.
should I just keep it like this, or should I just wipe it all off?
Honestly, God.
Wipe it off.
I mean, running mascara is kind of like a cool goth look out of character.
Yeah, no, that's like Elvis is definitely thinking that. She's like, she like bites her nail.
Elvis
gotta-
wasn't around for the 80s.
Yeah, no, she's biting her nails. She's like, there's something like wild and untamed and like I don't know. It could have been. That's a look. Like you could be a trendsetter. This is cool. She starts.
No, if it looks like I'd put it on that way, sure. But this is like she points at like a giant smear. That's clearly a hand wiping tear smear.
Hold on. If you're gonna go with this, we're at least gonna clean it up so it didn't look like you were crying for 30 minutes. And Azumi takes out a makeup wipe.
Okay,
and,
I just like as she does the makeup. Okay, like. Thank you, but also I want to make perfectly clear I was not crying for 30 minutes.
Elvis
I was
looks
crying
down.
for like 3 minutes tops.
She's like 45.
Elpis like looks at the two of them and is just like, oh, but like getting everything like hand done is new. It's like the new cool thing. You cried that makeup yourself. That's like a personal touch, right?
But it's obvious that it was cried on.
Yeah, and that's what makes it all the more hardcore.
Okay, hang on.
She's smiling.
I know I appreciate the spin you're trying to put on this, but I think we're going to take the sensitive thing one step at a time.
Okay.
See, the problem, Elpis, is when I first showed up, like the 10th thing out of my mouth was, "What are we crying about?" That's the reaction we don't want people to say.
That's a good question. Why, like, you should be asking why your friends are crying. Elvis looks taken aback.
Yeah,
Also,
friends, not strangers.
oh, also, by the way, speaking of friends, I just got a text from Kid, actually. They're at the mall. We're meeting them.
God, I thought you were going to say, I just got a text from Gacha. She says, leave. I don't know what that means.
Get the fuck out.
What?
But,
No.
Hey.
like,
Yeah, just the mall. Just the place you hang out at now.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that flower lady. Hello.
Hi!
Hey. Can I roll Pierce the Mask to see
Yeah.
if Willa recognizes her? Nah, she doesn't know shit.
everyone
It's
around
just
me is
Ellie.
so stupid. Everyone around me is
I
Oh,
could
hey.
contribute team, but I also don't know who the
You?
fuck this is.
You're just
Sorry,
the perfect person that I wanted to see. That's not Azumi. We need bouquets, the best ones you have.
Elpis is looking at Gotcha with the foot. She has no life in her eyes.
Gatcha's mouth is slightly agape, and she just like looks over at the collective. Azumi.
Yeah. Hi.
She just like closes her eyes, breathes in really hard. Okay. You know, this is fine, I guess.
Elpis got her phone number when they did sign language lessons. She is going to text her. I am so sorry. They are so dumb, and I don't know how to tell them. I am so sorry.
No, come on upstairs. Come on, I've got all kinds of flowers to show you.
Sorry. Oh my god.
Just come over to the escalator and then come over
Before we-
here. I'm
before
up
we-
here now.
Before we find Jace, we gotta make sure we got your bouquet ready.
Oh my god.
Bouquets purchased later.
She comes back down. She is still texting Gotcha on the way down through an armful of flowers.
Gotcha will get all of these. Gotcha will get all of these texts when she gets off work because she is a good employee.
Oh. Elpis made assumptions.
And so yeah, as you're walking out, you pass by the food court and you happen to see the boys.
The boys. Yeah, at some point the conversation shifted, and Jace is telling Kid that while they're at the mall, Jace is like, I really want to get Elpis some new clothes since she has a body to wear them with now.
Yeah, right now she's wearing a lot of Miss Loftus and Francine's hand-me-downs.
Which is great.
She looks very good in them.
Also, she does, it's true. But she should also get her own clothes.
I agree.
Hey. Oh. Ooh. You know, I don't know if
uh,
I've ever seen the two of you just hanging out before.
Did they fix Suheila's situation? Did they just take her makeup off? Like, what happened with that?
Azumi
I think
cleaned it up so
Azumi-
that it's like a new grunge look, but it doesn't look like she was crying.
Oh.
It's a thing of like her makeup's probably all smeared and stuff, but like Azumi wiped the parts off that indicate crying.
Elpis starts slapping at Suheila's back a little bit. Compliment kid. Compliment kid. Compliment kid.
What? Oh, wow, I didn't even like you did the thing again.
Oh, yes.
It's a new one.
That's
yes,
good.
it was. Yeah, hi, Zuri.
Yeah, it was like the most embarrassing experience of my life.
It was sweet.
Oh, that's not bad. That's like 6 months. You got a long time to have more embarrassing experiences than that.
Yeah, but it was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad, yeah. Elvis is like laughing along in the back.
Which one is this?
Love.
Ah,
Oh,
I need details. I need details.
Kid like cups his face and like
Assuming is clapping and Jace is like, fucking hell.
kid like puts his hands on his face and like leans onto the table. He's like, yeah, we were doing sign language lessons, and I was like, Troy, it's okay. You and Sahila will make up. I'm sure you guys are both really good people. And then Troy was like, you're really good too, kid. And then I just fucking rubs his face everywhere.
you were hanging out with Troy?
Ah.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, that's right, I
Suhaila
didn't tell
says
you
as she
guys.
falls, as she spins sideways through space. Yeah.
Suhaila's soul has exited the building.
Oh my god.
Jace looks at Suhaila like having a crisis. It's like, I don't think he knows what's going on with that situation. So he's like, all right.
Yeah, and then it was
And
even
what-
worse because then I was like trying to be real casual about it, right? You know, because if I didn't say anything, I was hoping he wouldn't realize. And then Miss Loftus burst out and was like, "You've changed forms again," and then I had to kind of explain it to her. And then Troy figured it out, and now so I kind of ended up confessing without meaning to, involuntarily. And then when I tried to run away to Elpis's room, I forgot that Troy has super hearing, and he just heard me talking to Elvis about how I wanted to cry, and then it was bad.
Oh yeah, and then
You
And then we
poor
watched-
baby.
watched Ponyo. Elvis adds helpfully. Oh, and then I bailed on them in the middle of Ponyo, leaving
Yeah,
them
and then
alone
she
together.
sat
yeah,
on the side of the couch, so I had to sit right next to him, and then she left.
Jace, chin and palm is like, I guess that's kind of cute.
That is cute, but I would literally die if like my mom or dad was like hearing me talk about Roland or anything. So yeah, I'm so sorry, kid.
Miss Loftus, he was like, I was like, yeah, trying to be vague, like I changed forms based off of the emotions associated with my ghost, and trying to be vague, hoping he wouldn't realize. And he's like, what form do you associate? And then he realized, and Miss Loftus was like, which emotion, kid? Which emotion? And I
That's rough.
I think it was cute. I think emotional honesty is really important. Like, getting your feelings across to the other person is just, one step of clarity. Like, you're clearing the air in your own way. I'm happy it didn't get more awkward. Like, he knows what's up with you, and you know what's up with him, right?
Do I?
He sat on the couch and watched literally all of Ponyo with you.
He didn't say anything.
You would need to belt me to the couch at this point to make me watch Ponyo. Elvis's eyes grow dark for a second.
Jace's like, what the fuck is going on with Ponyo in this house?
That's a cute first date idea, watching Ponyo.
Oh, it was their first date.
It was. That's what that was.
I mean, kinda, I
Yeah.
guess.
I mean, what else would you call it?
Jace, like, wavy hand, like, ah.
Jace, you understand me.
Hardly ever.
Jace, like, tilts his head.
Yeah, everyone's like,
I mean, he kind of got
funny,
me
'cause
it's
beat.
not true.
Technically, the first date I had with Roland was Sizzlers.
That's true. And me and Shiloh were there.
Yeah.
Was it a date? Really? Jace's like, are we gonna count it?
I mean, it's that or the park, which I refuse to remember anything about.
Oh,
Or-
jeez.
or-
Okay.
Anyways, why do you guys have
Consider
those
going on a
flowers?
real
I'm glad-
date that doesn't involve Shiloh also being there.
By the way,
Well-
what's up with the points at like 7 bouquets of flowers?
Oh, so there's this really cute girl who works at the flower shop who gave us coupons yesterday, and we're getting bouquets for our dates.
Chase, like, not to them, but he's like, seeing a familiar little bee buzzing around.
You notice that Elpis has twice the number of flowers you would normally expect. She walks over. Here, don't worry, I got you some for yours. She hands you half the bouquet and walks back.
Thank you.
Thumbs up from the background.
Man, there's so much advice I want to give you. Like, I'm happy that you got to use the old standby for the first date. You should really try something new for the second one. Hey, Elpis, you still good on that third one, Naruto movie? You want to need the fourth one? I can hook you up.
Isn't the fourth one the worst one?
Elpis's eyes unfocused for a second. Yeah, I watched. I watched 20 minutes of it. I liked the part where they're ninjas.
Out of character, if your answer is not all of them being the worst one, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, all of the movies are pretty bad.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
the Naruto movie is peak romance. The romance between the pink one and the orange one is good. She's testing the waters.
I know there's one that's like it's a little datey where like they go to the moon and like they're older.
Chase, like, crunching his eyebrows, like, not a part of this conversation at all. Is like, what the fuck is going on?
Hey there, little guy. What's up with you?
Are you guys superheroes?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What? And you're friends with those superheroes? He points at Jason, kid.
Yeah.
Chase, like, still not.
Yeah,
Or,
they told me. They told me that you were superheroes and that you'd be here, and then you are here. Wow.
Yeah, we were actually a team.
What's your team name?
Team Heelys!
Elpis
Without
braced-
missing a fucking beat.
Chase turns
Elpis
around
braces
and, like,
herself for it.
leans over the fucking, the water fountain, his elbows on it, like, oh my god!
I thought we were Team
No, no.
Dead.
Look, name aside, hang on. Suhela, like, picks Jace up off the fountain, turns him around. You're a part of this too, man. You just gotta suck it
The
up.
rest of us.
I don't get it. Wait, do you guys go to Phoenix Academy?
Phoenix
No.
Academy.
We go to Valor Academy. Hooray!
Oh, is that the new one?
Yeah.
Cool. Wow. Wow. I know real superheroes.
You do. What did they tell you about what we do?
No, you're the superheroes that I know.
That's flattering. Elvis perks up.
And we're the bestest and strongest heroes you've ever met.
Really?
Yeah, we could beat anybody.
What do you do?
Oh, I'm this one's part.
And she freezes for a second.
I'm that one's partner.
Yeah, she's the one he motions to Kid he told you about.
So you do magic.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
does.
she's one of the two.
She's looking at his
Cool.
save me.
What about you? What do you do? Pointing at the space between Suhela and Elpis.
Looks at Suhela, looks back.
You have horns?
Are
Are they real? Can I touch them?
Yeah,
Do they hurt?
Yeah, no, all the time. Suhela, can you field this one?
Yes. Okay. So, the horns. They do hurt if you like stab your finger on the end of it. Otherwise, they're totally fine. Check this out. She just like rubs her hand on the horn. I hope this is like cartilage or something that
Yeah,
doesn't feel. Otherwise, this is weird.
No, think of it like a big fingernail. Yeah, that makes it weirder, actually. Big tooth? No, still strange. Elvis is sitting there, like, standing stock upright. And, yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, she's kind of our like. She's
She can fly.
You can fly.
Not really right now.
That's like the coolest power.
Her eyes light up. You think so?
Yeah, that's the one that everybody wants.
Yeah. No, flight is totally taken for granted by people who have powers that encompass like a lot of different things. Like Pele can fly, but like she just Pele the Third, not my girlfriend. My girlfriend's wonderful. She's
Kid nodding.
Elpis starts gushing off to the side about how cool flight is.
Girls are gross.
She had this.
While that conversation's happening, Azumi takes Jace by the hand and starts pulling him away.
Yeah, Jace is like, thank God Elpis is here.
It's okay. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. A few more years and he'll be like, man, where do I find a girl? I mean, maybe.
And so, yeah, Jason and Azumi scoot off for a sec, or rather are talking in the background.
I pull Jason to like one of those stores that like nobody goes into.
Right.
Radio Shack.
Radio Shack.
Radio Shack. I pull Jason to a Radio Shack.
Jace, like, that kid cornered us in the bathroom. Kid's really good with kids, actually. He, like, stops and pauses and is like, I don't know how to restructure that sentence.
Look.
What's wrong?
Well, first, I kind of want to say I'm sorry about a few days ago when we were talking with Roland. I think you had really good points, and I should have stood up for you more.
Jace kind of like inclines his head a little bit and he's squinting a bit and he's like, I appreciate that.
But second thing, that kid just kind of reminded me.
And she goes to her phone and pulls out an article about when Jace and Ethan went out and stopped the city from mimes.
Jace makes a face like, oh god. Yeah, that's sure public, isn't it?
Famed mime-based criminal put away behind bars by teenagers is the headline.
And Azumi just kind of looks to Jace and looks pretty solemn and just says, you remember when I said we needed to hang out more?
Yes.
And, you know how much I like being a superhero, and, it's not the first time I've tried to get you to go out and, be more of, my partner, and the next, I'm scrolling through, my phone at night, and I find this? You're superheroing with Ethan and not me?
Okay, first off, I did not expect him to involve me in the report for that, but I did not consider that he would not consider that, so that happened, and that wasn't the plan when I went to go talk to Ethan, but he insisted on pretending he wasn't gonna go fight mimes by himself. So, that just impromptu mime apprehension, I suppose.
I mean, don't think I haven't noticed, in class, you'll go off and talk to Ethan, I'm sure this isn't a one-time deal.
Well, no, I guess not.
So you have been doing this more than once?
Jay's kind of trying to be how do I I mean, I've been going on patrol with him, nothing's happened, and mostly to make sure he doesn't get stabbed. He gets stabbed a lot. Less so, hopefully, with someone there to make sure he doesn't get stabbed.
And what does it take for him to get you to superhero, but not with me?
Azumi, I don't want to be a superhero. I never have. I don't.
But you go patrolling with him?
Well, yeah, but it's not to be a superhero. It's for him.
Azumi's eyes just widen to the fullest extent they ever have in her life. And she just steps up to Jace and just puts her hands on his shoulders. And just goes, Jace?
Jace kind of like kind of making a vague motion that's like, wow, you're really close right now. It's like, but he doesn't do anything about it. He's like, yes, Azumi.
So, I think you like Ethan, like love Ethan.
Fucking record scratch. He kind of has a look on his face like, what did you just say to me?
I think you're like bi or gay for Ethan.
I like looking around for a moment, like, wait a minute. I don't think,
I think that's why you like hanging out with him and talking to him a lot. Because you really like him.
Okay. Like, he's like not able to form thoughts, but also like rapid fire having thoughts, like considering like, I do like Ethan a lot. I do like hanging out with Ethan. I might have to think about that.
You probably should think about that a lot, Jace. 'Cause, to be fair, now things are making a lot of sense.
Jace squints. What the fuck does that mean?
all wires are being crossed. Like everything's just like, wait a minute. No, everything makes sense now. This
Over
is
in the
just...
counter, the one person in the store, the clerk,
He's
don't
just
mind
like-
me, I'm just the Radio Shack guy.
I'm not here.
The guy behind the Radio Shack counter is kind of like, duh.
Like, I can figure this out, and I work at Radio Shack.
Oh my god.
Okay. Okay. Just looks at Azumi. He's like, okay. Leans against a shelf. Okay. And that's all you're gonna get from him for a second.
Mm-hmm. And Azumi's just like, that kind of works out. I never had a chance with him in the first place. It's great that I went to Roland. And Suhaila, oh no!
Warp Price is Right failure noise.
And Azumi just kind of like starts darting her eyes, just like, I don't know where to go from here.
Yeah. Eventually, the kid is placated, and you manage to get him, and like you guys come back to the area that you were in, and see that Jason and Azumi are in a Radio Shack. Not buying anything, but just
In a
there.
Radio Shack.
Like most people at Radio Shack.
Wow, their discussion is pretty intense. Should we go in? I don't really want to go in a Radio Shack. Let's wait out here.
I don't want to set foot in there, man. What are they doing? Are they buying a Walkman? Are they buying a boom box?
This is the last Radio Shack in existence. This is the one.
Holding on by a fucking thread.
This is actually Radio Shack HQ.
This is the corporate headquarters.
Yeah, this is our
form a strip mall store.
Guys, we found it.
Drones
The
are the
last
only
Radio
thing
Shack.
keeping them alive.
Oh my god. Elvis just sits down on the edge of the fountain. So, how did things go with Jace?
What? Are you talking to me?
Kid.
Or oh.
Roma? Are you muted?
I am muted. I've been muted.
Roma.
It's okay. Imagine she's gonna hear me talking in the recording like a dumbass. It's like, well, I talked to Jace. Well, first of all, I locked Jace in a bathroom with me so that Benny wouldn't hear.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Yeah, Elvis is just like, what? Yeah, go.
I talked to Jace about the stuff that's been going on,
Yeah,
since
do you
having a couple
catch...
of months.
Do you just catch Suhaila and I up to speed, more or less?
Yeah, kids pretty much
Cool.
like, here's what I talked about. I want to have a group meeting.
Understandable. I'm sure Jace is in a weird mind space right now, because that
He's
sounds
standing
like
in
a
Radio
lot.
Shack.
Not... Why would he... It's a Radio Shack. Like, what... No matter how serious the discussion could be, come on. Motions on it. She waves her hand. No, he's probably in a weird mind space right now, and we should probably respect that.
I do think we should have some kind of team meeting to go over all the
Yeah.
information so we can start trying to figure out how to handle this in bite-sized bits until we fix it.
That sounds really wise.
I'm actually kind of blown away.
I'm just getting really tired of having the threat of death and annihilation of all of my loved ones hanging over my head.
I mean, fair.
Yeah.
I guess I just never thought you'd be the one to take that initiative.
Well, honestly, I was trying to kind of play it cool because everyone else seemed to think that was the best idea, but I'm really not. I don't think that waiting is a good idea. It sounds like waiting's just going to make things worse. Or more like, I know waiting is going to make things worse. I don't know if trying to fix it will. So I'm going to find out.
You know, you got real smart real fast, kid.
Actually, I've
Elvis
been getting
nods.
smarter this whole time, and I just think people didn't notice.
Yeah, maybe.
The trio waits till the other two come back.
Yeah, eventually, Azumi just pulls Jace back, but the last thing Azumi says to Jace is like,
Jace, no matter what and who you are, I will always love and be your best friend.
Jace dazed, like, yeah, you too, Zumi.
Just getting slam dunked to every conversation this.
Yeah, it's like when they reached him, he was dazed, and now he's coming out of the Radio Shack. Like, I don't even know what dimension I'm in. Like,
but eventually Azumi just pulls Jace and them back.
Oh my god, just being in the Radio Shack sapped your life force, man.
How do you think I feel?
Is a skeleton.
That guy must be super powerful, and that's his containment unit.
I think working at Radio Shack is his superpower.
I'm dying.
Yeah, metahuman law doesn't.
Anyways, where'd that kid go?
Oh, he took off after getting autographs. Autographs, that's new.
I miss getting autographs to fans.
You didn't miss much. Ungrateful little shit, if you ask me.
It was
He
sort
said
of
before his mom hates superheroes, so it's probably,
Yeah, also none of us really are ready for this, so like we don't have signatures. Why don't they teach us that in class? That seems like it'd be relevant.
Maybe that's like a senior year kind of thing.
Ooh, yeah, no, like if you figure out your signature early, maybe you want to use it or something. Albus is like
Senior
thinking.
year, everyone's waiting for it, and they're just like, "What? You think we're gonna teach you how to write your name? You should have learned that in 3rd grade."
Idiots.
Albus starts crying in class.
Wait, what? God, imagine a kid having to teach Elpis to write his own name.
Oh my
Icebrand
God.
walks into the classroom. Dumbasses can't even write their own name and walks out.
Just leave.
Oh my God.
Guys, I feel like we were supposed to have an important conversation.
Yeah.
Suela pops up, sits on the beside the fountain here. Man, I've been doing some thinking, for a change, and I'm really glad you guys are my team, and I think I've made up my mind about some things.
Oh.
Hmm.
Do you guys want to help me, something might be coming for me. I don't really know, but that's how I'm feeling. And I kind of couldn't figure out what to do about it on my own. You guys want to help me kick its ass?
Sure thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
I already told
Why
you I
are things
would.
always coming for us? Why does this keep happening?
because we're the walking apocalypse.
Yeah. I
Team
guess.
name!
Chase, like, oh god.
That
So, no, we'll make it a goal. Once we stop the apocalypse, our name can be Walking Apocalypse. That should be a good motivator.
Yeah. Elvis looks worried.
We chokeslam the apocalypse and take its power. I like it.
Yeah.
Chase blinked.
what happened?
Oh, we got our team name, Walking Apocalypse.
Nice.
We just gotta stop it, and then everything will be complete.
God, it's ironic how accurate that is.
Yeah. But we'll figure something out. I'm sure Roland's still doing his own little research, and we just have to do ours.
So yeah, each of you pretty much catch the other up on like the situation as you all understand it, unless there are things that we want to hold back on.
Does Jace reveal to everyone but Kid that Imitar is affected?
I mean,
Kid
Kid
will
knows
do
that
it if Jace
Imitar is
doesn't.
affected,
Yeah.
so Kid
Kid
can just...
assumes everyone else knows, so.
Oh,
Because he didn't
Azumi.
realize, because Ellie didn't tell him that wasn't the case.
Yeah.
So he just assumed that you brought it up last time, and she just didn't tell him.
Okay, so
well,
Imitar being infected is still a secret. Fuck. Okay.
No,
no,
Kid says
probably
it.
not.
Oh, okay.
And
Kid says
Well,
that.
between the two of them, one of them will say it.
Kid probably writes down a little thing. He probably gets a pen and paper, and he's probably like, okay, so here's what we know. These are the people that are currently infected and that we need to make sure don't infect other people. And he writes down everyone's name, and he doesn't realize that Imitar isn't common knowledge. So
Azumi just
Right.
goes and stares at Jace with a big grin. And just doesn't say a word, but just stares at him.
Chase, like, I don't fucking know what you want from me. It's there.
Imitar has the green.
yeah, I think that one and Dante are going to be problems. Because Initar has a lot of powers. Dante is a problem on his own.
Speaking of Dante,
Oh.
Oh.
uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Let me
sisters.
let me grab a
Oh,
thing real
sisters.
quick and just give you a let me just tell you.
Dante, the downtime session was a lie. Dante is here at the food court.
Yep.
Duh.
All right.
Fight
all
for
right,
the next 3 hours.
All right,
I think
losers.
Michiko's gonna show up and not a villain.
Well, I don't know about that.
Okay.
And so,
Joke's on you, Michiko.
so remember that roll y'all failed earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Just so you know.
I don't. Wait, which one?
It happened during when Azumi
The
came
comforter
to
support you
yeah.
failed at the
Yeah.
junkyard.
Azumi failed to help Elpis the best she could.
At the ruins of Titan Academy. It being late at night at this point, a familiar stranger walks up to these ruins and walks inside.
Michiko, our friend who we trust.
But meanwhile, at the mall,
Oh, fantastic.
That's valid.
With everyone sharing stuff, I think I want to ask your guys' advice. So Elpis has been stewing on a lot of thoughts. Would it feel okay if she freaked her shit minorly right now?
I think so.
That cool with everybody?
Yeah.
Cool. She like you notice that Elpis has been like weirdly quiet for like the latter half of the discussion, and she's gripping her bouquet of flowers like harder and harder as it goes on, and she finally stands up at the end and goes like she feels her pulse sort of quickening, and it like getting faster and faster, and she's trying to struggle to get the words out, and then she stops, looks down. Guys, I'm really glad we're talking about this. I'm glad everybody's being forthcoming and we're coming together. Why is it happening now? Like why in the context of all this? Like we've been working together for so long, and she sits down. She's sort of struggling a bit. I don't know how to put this, but why did it take this much? Why did it take the apocalypse looming over our heads to push us together? I don't know. I don't understand it. She's looking up, like getting increasingly distressed. I don't get this for a second. Like I'm glad we're talking. Trust me. I am so glad we're talking. I'm thrilled, but why now? She looks down and she's struggling to make eye contact with any of you.
Hand on your back.
I feel like I'm insane. I feel like I'm going nuts in the corner because I don't get it. I don't get this big thing about powers bringing the world to an end. I don't get this thing about weakness. I don't get why this is uniting us when we've been here the entire time. Guys, I am so tired. I've been trying so hard. She's shaking. Why are we walking apocalypse? Why are we a family? I can take being 50 years in the future. I can take everyone I love being gone. I can take that because I set my heels in and I'm ready for it. But what I can't take is something like this bringing us together. I hate it so much.
Yeah, Jay sits
Wide
down
eyes.
next. I assume she's sitting. We're all sitting on the fucking thing, and he
I
sits
feel
down
like if
next
she
to her.
stood up, he'd kind of like had her sit back down so we don't make a scene. But it's
and
like
he's like rubbing her back, like completely
also...
lost. But like, oh no,
you're upset because we have to be brought together over something bad, or you're upset because the only reason we're being brought together is over something bad?
No, everyone I knew was gone, you know? And like, we're a team assigned in school, and like, I didn't want to put my hopes on you guys or anything. I didn't want to turn you into something you weren't. And but like, I was trying. Like I didn't really want a team. I guess I did want a family, but that isn't. Be on different teams in a few months. I guess I was just ready for that. But like now, she looks up. I hate that it had to happen like this. I really do. I just want to be your friend. Like, I don't want to, like, hearkening back to the earlier conversation. I don't want to just be here to cover for your weaknesses, you know? I don't want to be here because we're compensating for each other's strengths. That kind of codependent relationship isn't something I want out of this. Look, we're all carrying something heavy. I don't want us to be the mute. I want us to be something more than just people leaning on each other, you know?
Yeah,
I guess.
I'm sorry, Ellie.
I say this as, I mean, we talked just a little while ago, but I really, really love my powers. They're really cool, and they let me do a lot that I wouldn't be able to otherwise. And I absolutely hate how I got them. I hate thinking about it. But I guess, like, those two things can both be true. I don't know how you wanted to make friends or what you're looking for in friends, but it seems like right now we're some of the friends you got. You know, like, whether it's good or bad.
She stops and, like, calms down a bit. Jace, please.
Jace, who's been kind of rubbing her back a little bit, kind of takes her around the shoulder and pulls her into him for a little bit, and is like, families lean on each other, Ellie. And he kind of, for a minute, like there's a bit of a hollow laugh when he, like, realizing that he is the one saying this out loud. And just because they do that, it doesn't make them any less, I suppose, a unit or important to each other. It's not destructive.
I do think you kind of have a point, though. Like, I can't remember the last time the five of us were together and just happy and not worrying about the rest of the world.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like we get to hang out a lot.
I think we should make more of an effort to have days like these where we forget about being heroes, we forget about the team we're on. The only thing we just put on our minds is that we're friends and that we act like it. I honestly felt bad because I thought I was losing you guys too. And it just took a day like this to remember that friendship takes its own kind of effort. And I want to put that effort with you guys.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
I got kind of wrapped up in all the stuff that was happening. I didn't think about it. I'm sorry.
Elpis's mouth opens for a second, and she's about to, like, contest, then she remembers exactly in order what everyone said and how sort of perfectly constructed it is through oh boy, God, there's a lot to unpack there. Through Azumi's fear of isolation, through Jace's admission that a family leans on each other, and then finally to Suheila's acknowledgement of something that now Elpis knows must be exceptionally hard for her. And she opens her mouth and she tries to struggle and force something out, and she just bites down on it, relaxes, and calmly nods along. I'm sorry too. I'm sorry, kid. I'm sorry, Azumi. I'm sorry, Jason. Sorry, Suhaila. I I don't know what I know exactly what came over me. I'm so tired.
He's like running his hands through her hair best he can around the horns, and he's like,
Oh, this is weird.
"You're okay."
It's like tracing a figure 8 with his
Yeah.
single finger.
Doing his best to like. Jace bonds through grooming. This is all he's got. He's like, "You're okay."
Here,
No.
wipe away those tears. Kid, get in here.
And Azumi just crawls over like the three right now, Suhaila, Elpis, and Jace, and just holds out her phone and points it down, wanting to take a selfie with everyone.
Aw.
Snap. One last thing before we wrap.
Uh-oh. That was really good, you guys. Holy shit.
Jace, at
Uh,
any point during all of this, did you present the idea that Ethan had to the gang?
Oh god, I forgot about that. Yeah. Oh, to talk to Flex.
Talk to Flux.
Yes, because I think he'd want to at least run that by Ellie, and I think Jay, do you want to have Ellie talk to him?
Yeah, that makes a lot of
If
sense.
so,
Yeah.
and you want to actually play that scene out, that there might be something there that we don't expect, or something like that. We should probably save it.
Okay.
As it is now 11 o'clock.
And I think literally the note of a weepy selfie is a really good fucking ender.
I
so
agree.
long as we put a
Yeah.
pin in it, I am so fucking
I
down.
think there's tears
Yeah.
running through like most of our faces as like the selfie's just being taken.
Suheila's makeup gets further ruined. And
Just
so,
fixed it.
let's just dig into fan art. Not too into the poll today, because we are already very late. And so we'll just do what we can.
Yeah, let me switch
we
to
better-
banner mode.
Just as we're switching, we better like do a test stream or something.
Yeah.
I hope we can
don't
figure out what
know
happened with the
What
music.
happened?
Yeah,
Like I
we should
showed
figure
you
that
my
out.
OBS. Like,
Yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can't-
no. We got
Um,
no fucking clue.
Are
We
we
should,
doing the ending thing today or not?
Nope.
Okay.
We should also maybe next time make sure someone else can try streaming as a backup in case for some reason it's I don't know.
Mhm.
Fuck it, that's a later issue. That was a really good
Yeah.
session. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if switching scenes on OBS actually got music going, because if the chat can tell me, that'd be great. But
That would be
otherwise-
hilarious. Like when we switch to fan art, now there's music.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see though. First, let's go through this. First, from the handle is jammed, we got a pretty little
Very
Suhaila.
pretty.
Oh,
It's the girl.
Oh, that's great.
That is fantastic.
Very nice. And then next from Monichi.
See.
Yeah.
What's happening here? I feel like I'm missing it. Is this like Ozzy going to the doctor, or
I'm not exactly sure, but I really like this image.
Yeah.
I think we finally reached a level of meme that is like too advanced for our minds to comprehend.
I'm finally like, I'm not sure.
Yeah, there are no like descriptions or anything.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Monichi.
I'm trying to think of what we said that would trigger that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Oh, it's supposed to be a picture of Ganymede.
Oh.
Oh, that's the alien.
Right.
Okay, yeah,
oh, see,
yeah.
I was. Yeah.
Oh God, so much happened in this episode. What the fuck?
Yeah, see, when I say Jack Kirby-esque alien, I'm thinking like someone who is just wearing Galactus suit, like a utterly normal person who just has a weird hat.
Moving on from Weaver Babe
bursting through the wall.
Yeah.
What?
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 Man, that was probably really fun to explain to Miss Loftus later.
Next from Mike Impbean.
Making yesterday's failures tomorrow's solutions.
This bitch.
So I hope I'm not the only one. I didn't realize this was references to the commercial. I thought this was just supposed to be an Evangelion opening edit. Next,
Cruel Troy's thesis.
Next from the Mew.
Okay.
Sorry, Chad. I'm gonna need to borrow this for today.
That is very good.
Very nice. Oh, next from Onichi.
Flustered.
No.
I stroke my screen. This is my favorite image.
I love the hands crossed of like, so.
So, yeah? Next from
Holy
Sleepy
shit.
Moth.
Don't blow this for us.
I adore Malaise.
Yeah, me too.
Malaise
What
is
the fuck
really
is
good.
happening to my ghosts, dude?
Yeah, you never got a chance to talk to Love.
We're gonna find out what's up with that later.
It'll be funny.
Next from Mike
Me
and
at
Bean.
Malaise, like, what happened?
Who did it? Who killed the music?
Who would turn off the music like this?
Who would do such a thing?
Next from Lesson 2020.
The expression.
That kid
that's
face,
the one.
yeah.
The kid being like, thinking.
Kid was like, I know
emoji.
you're doing something, but I don't know what you're doing.
Oh, and then next from Lesser 2020, the Ice Brand.
Oh hell yes.
Knew we were gonna get an influx of Ice Brand art.
Hell yeah.
Next from Drax.
Menacing.
We detected Metal Gear Solid alert noise.
Cannot forget, there's soon to be a good talking to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, from Lesser 2020.
Ninja cutting onions Elpis. While Suhaila was doing Aram, your superpower is so strong. What the fuck? Your scene was so good. I went in like, man, I'm gonna have to fake tears with. Oh no, these are just real.
Just real tears.
Oh
Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep faking tears for this.
yeah. No, I'll own up to it. I need to cry like immediately. That was a lot. Holy shit.
Don't worry, Jay, I'll come over there and fix your makeup.
Thank you. Apply more clown makeup.
Next from
We need to get Ellie
Roma.
some real makeup. She's got a new complexion and everything.
Wait.
Hands still folded.
Kid, oh my god, why is this happening to me right now?
Oh my god.
Suffers.
Next from Monique.
My boy!
Holy shit.
Danger is right around the corner. You have to stay focused at all times.
I love this.
Because
fucking
otherwise
loser.
someone shoots you. and you have to keep fighting them after you've been shot, and that's the hardest part.
The raw number of times Ethan implied something would explode. like, ugh.
Ethan, you're not okay.
This is why Jace is babysitting you.
Next from Mike Imp Bean.
Oh, very
this one.
nice.
What a nice
where-
perspective shot.
Where were you when Elpis and Suhaila talked on the moon?
This also doubles as a get your wounds checked for tetanus poster, because that was a mountain of sharp garbage we were sitting on.
One time, I was doing some work for a local pro wrestling company in Austin, and
Okay, you can just say Brennan.
No, it wasn't Brendan. It was but the guy was like, "Hey, free labor. These kids want to help." And so we were clearing out the arena next door, because before then we were just watching the shows in one half of a roller skating rink. And while we were there, I stepped on a board with a nail in it, and everybody flipped their shit. And I was just like, "Oh no, I'm cool. Like, it's probably fine." It very easily could have had tetanus or something. I lucked
You
out.
didn't do anything?
I mean,
You didn't get a tetanus shot?
I had gotten one a while back, so I was like, I'm probably fine. And I was also 17, and I'm still alive today, so, you know.
You
I'm
were
probably
17, and when you're that young, you're made of like rubber bands and magic, like you're
Yeah.
invincible.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Next from Onichi.
I hate his beard.
God, what a fucking real marital Discord
I remember
conversation.
when he was thin and young and not Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Before he had his beard, and like, you know, his weight distribution was a little different. He was always a big guy, but you know, it just was like up in his shoulders and less everywhere.
Turning 30's hard.
Yeah, it is.
Float into beard.
It's so hard. Turning 30 is so hard.
Oh my god.
It's not good.
I'm so sorry.
You guys, what?
Next from Mew.
Whoa!
Oh,
what the
Fabulous.
fuck?
Really cute.
That is so cool.
That's legit one of the like coolest designs I've seen. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I
The
really
exact
like that.
opposite of her actual mood in this session, but
Yeah.
so cool.
It's like, this is the costume I'm planning out for my late 20s. This is
Damn,
This is-
yeah.
This is Suhaila.
Real shit.
Suhaila had picked the star as her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Oh my god. From Sleepy Moth. Damn, Elpis, you live like this?
What's it to ya?
God.
That exchange was really good.
Just
I
girls
love that
being
her
girls.
reaction. Her reaction was not like, "No, I don't live in a junkyard." It was, "So what if I did?"
Yeah.
As Azumi fully knows that Elpis lives with
Yeah.
Loftus, but still,
Elpis says like 10% shitter at this point, and her relationship with Azumi is a significant part of that.
Azumi still has to give shit to Elpis and Suhaila for coming to a junkyard. She doesn't understand. Oh, next from ZZ.
Yeah. This one's really cool.
We got side 1 and side 2.
Oh, I love it.
Is always so good.
Roland is also a vampire now.
Yes.
Mhm.
That's how the
canon.
green makes you see him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Like every.
Next from Onichi.
I'm trying to remember what line read into this. It was something Elpis.
No,
said.
it was Suhaila's like, yeah, me and Troy, something. If Troy had some sort of a plan to get closer to Kid, and Elpis is like, oh, he's no plan to get closer to Kid. She's like,
Yeah. What? Yeah. Okay.
I really like that one. It's very good.
I love, the expression's so good.
Oh, from Johnny Dragon.
I wonder how Azumi's green is influencing her. I hope it doesn't cause her to do something crazy.
You know what? I'm feeling kind of hungry, but what should I get? You're right, voice in my head. I should go to Sizzler.
Holy
God.
shit, what a twist.
He's
It's
such
just
a
Sizzler's
fucking
product
raccoon.
placement.
And then the green is like, what? Maybe. What about somewhere that's closer?
What about anything not Sizzler?
Oh my god.
The implication that Azumi has two voices.
Azumi has multiple voices in her head. One of them just wants Sizzlers all the time.
The green is like, your body is a temple, Azumi. What the fuck?
Izumi, where do you want to go out to eat? We're gonna feed on the souls of everyone in the world. Sizzlers, no, to Sizzlers.
Sizzlers has been cooking up souls.
Out of curiosity, Majin, were you reading ahead in the fan art? Because if not, then you had the same idea as someone else.
Holy shit.
Next from Onichi.
Oh yeah, that's the shit.
I love that.
Sound of
so
shit
much.
taking off his head.
Yeah.
Minecraft block picking up noise.
Yep.
Yep. And then
Holy shit.
from Lester 2020. What are you
we
crying?
Immediately, she just rolls in and takes zero shit.
Hey, let this be a PSA for everybody out there. If you're crying, please clean up your makeup before you invite other friends.
Or keep your makeup smeared if you want them to ask about it. Advanced tactic. Alpha survival strat #1.
From Onichi.
What would you like to eat?
The
The souls of the innocent.
A bagel.
No!
2 bagels.
Monichi, your expressions are the best things.
She looks like she hasn't slept for 2 weeks, and it's just like, I want a bagel.
I want a bagel. I'm so sick of hot dogs. I want bagel.
She boils the bagel. Holy shit.
Neighbor babe. Gotcha's real superpower.
Aura of dumbass.
Gotcha only appears when Jace isn't there.
Oh my god.
Oh, from ZZ.
I'm going to end the world.
Well, have you tried not doing that?
Yeah.
My sweet pie.
This one might be one of my favorites. Just saying.
From our fan 63.
Derek!
Oh, hi, Jace.
Hey, Ethan, what's up?
Shiloh was just filling me in on what it'd be like if I joined the circus. It turns out my clown name would be exactly the same as my main name now. Isn't that great?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Ethan.
My poor dumb piece of shit, I love you so much.
Kid does not like Benny.
No one likes Benny.
I really like
the Benny.
I love kids' expression. They're just.
Yeah.
This just has to happen.
This is how we handle this.
Benny opened the bathroom door, and this is what waited him on the other side.
From Mike and Bean.
You know what's funny? This is probably exactly what I was drawing from when I was talking about that.
Yeah.
Azumi.
Yeah?
Fucking unfazed.
Oh wow!
Not even looking at her, just staring past her into the distance.
You know my name? I guess I'm getting to be more famous of a hero than I thought.
Oh my god.
That's what I was thinking when that scene
I'm
happened.
so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, from ZZ.
Yeah? What emotion is it, kid?
Francine?
Holy shit.
The one emotion. Francine.
The Francine emotion.
I love this. From Dizzymus.
Oh! I'm in a bad mood, so nobody talk to me.
Even me?
What? No, obviously you can talk to me. But nobody else, I mean it. Leave me alone. To reiterate, this does not apply to you.
I like that he's missing the mask in the other shot,
Yeah.
so it's implied he's just pulling it down and being like, not you, smiles at him, puts it back up.
Oh.
Oh no!
From midnight.
This,
My friends
I'm sorry,
finally
Mom.
meet me.
this loops between like 3 layers of tragedy of like, oh no, poor. There's the hot dog. That's extra tragic.
The hot dog.
Yeah, the fucking hot dog.
It's a fiesta.
Now Zumi's makeup's gonna get ruined.
Everybody's is.
Oh,
Oh
from
my god,
midnight.
everybody's
It's
is.
the
I think-
gift version.
Nope, even Elvis.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yes!
Friggin' slick.
It's not
So
working
cool.
on my end for some reason. I'm gonna pull.
I think you have to actually enter in the thing because it doesn't let you use actual web addresses in the descriptions for Imgers. So, like, you gotta copy paste it and then get rid of the spaces between the dot and the com.
I'm gonna do this just for you, Midnight. Copy. Link. Come on. .com. Now we can take a look in all its glory. Oh, I
Yeah.
love that. So good.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I love glitchy effects. Thank you so
Very
much,
nice.
Midnight. Next from ZZ.
Jace, I think you might be gay or bi.
You what?
Just epiphanies at your local
Based
Radio Shack.
That's the one
what
thing that
Radio
you can
Shack is
buy at
for.
Radio Shack,
Yeah,
an
it's the only
epiphany.
thing they got.
Next from Mike Impine, it's Team Walking
We
Apocalypse.
got the team logo.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay, we're gonna die.
And there's a few more, so I'm gonna refresh.
This
Oh,
next one is adorable.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's
really cute.
Next from
oh, that's
Amici.
so cute. I'm so sorry I went with the bait and switch where she went full feral at the end there for a second.
Oh my god. Flower Girls.
It's so good.
I love that Suheila's looking perplexed, like, what is this tiny flower?
From Lesser 2020.
The Walking Apocalypse. Surprise Round RPG and AMC present.
Excellent.
I think there's one more.
Yeah.
It's an Imgur for me.
It's not on the immigrant yet, so I'm just gonna open it up.
Yep.
So from Monichi.
Well, just think of it like facing a regular superhero problem. Like a dinosaur in the park, or a burglar at Sizzlers, or taxes, or finding the dad who went to milk and never came back, or
Oh my god, fantastic. And that's a perfect one to end on.
Yeah, it is.
That's right. Valor Academy, executive produced by Dick Wolf.
Wolf. I do want to register one thing. I did get I got an advancement that I've been sitting on figuring out what the fuck to do with it. Based on the way the session went, I'm going to be taking an adult move, stand up for yourself. I think that's fitting after the very end. So yeah,
Hell
just registering
yeah.
that.
Oh yeah, we could take adult moves if we have enough.
Sure can.
Yeah.
I've got
Excellent.
an advancement I've been sitting on forever. I should
I
probably.
have like 2 advancements that I need to get.
I have like
Understandable.
3 I haven't spent because I had no idea. But
All right.
anyways, hey guys, you should join our Discord. Be up to date with all the different shows, view lovely fan art, and all the icons that are used in the making of the show. Talk about different RPG designs, fill in and join different people's sessions that people are putting on, you know, the business. If you haven't joined already, you should. Hey, Austin!
Hey!
Thank you so much for another fabulous episode of Valor Academy.
You're welcome.
I want to thank all my fellow players. You guys always put on such a wonderful job. Pat yourselves on the back or get a tissue and wipe away your tears.
Everyone go fix your makeup.
Yeah.
Everybody go fix your makeup.
And then we can go to bed.
Yeah. Chat, thank you for being here this time, and thank you for being here next time. Say goodbye to chat.
Goodbye, chat.
Bye, chat.